So you have to practice what you preach in that respect.
So that said, Shelly Finkel just recently spoke to the Boxing Voice and said how they don't have plans to fight AJ.
Now the Boxing Voice that have given Anthony Joshua a lot of stick over the years. Surely, when you hear an interview like that, you have to say to Shelley, like, hold on. We've been backing Deontay Wilder saying he wants a Joshua fight. He wants to be undisputed. Here is a guy that for years and years and years has said one face, one name, one champion. All I want is one heavyweight world champion. All I want is this. And you let a guy come out and say, no, we've got plans. We'll talk about that in a year's time. A year's time? Like, I can't understand. If you're Deontay Wilder, why would you not fight Anthony Joshua for double, treble the money you're making anywhere else? It's there for him. You know, that's like Tevin turning down a fight for 3 or 4 times what he's making at the moment to be the undisputed champion. It wouldn't happen. So why is this happening?
Don't you think maybe he was saying that to kind of stir the pot because he called back?
Because I know he's not. Because I know that Ortiz has already been promised the Wilder fight. I know that Konaki has already been promised the Wilder fight. So we're not just talking about 2020. We might be talking about 2021 when Wilder's available.
Hey, we back. Once again, good morning, great rising. Smash the like button as you come up in here. We're going to talk about, oh, man, PBC, Deontay Wilder, open topics, and the benefits of ducking, okay? Once again, y'all take the time out, go to my homepage, hit the channels tab, and subscribe to all of my brothers in the UGC clique. You did. Smash the like button as you come up in here. I'm your host, the Black Horseman, also known as Black Horseman Promotions. Got a lot to talk about. Congratulations to Deontay Wilder on winning 2 Emmys. That's called the benefits of ducking. Yeah, boy. I mean, guys is out here getting awarded for ducking. Absolutely ducking. The cat is out the bag on this guy, Deontay Wilder. The cat is really out the bag on these PBC dudes, period. And you know what I noticed, man? There is a strong strategic agenda. Hear me when I say this. A strong strategic agenda to push these PBC fighters into stardom without doing little or anything. They don't have to do much. Okay? I'm gonna need some people to help me out with this, okay? First off, shout out to True Media. That's everybody keeps it 100, staying true to who they are and doing their part in this media. Fuck the hate. I can give 2 shits. Let's talk about the real shit. I'm trying to understand. Let me pull this up because I had to research this, right? I'm like, okay, he won an Emmy, right? So let me find out what it is that you have to do to be recognized to win an Emmy. Okay? Because I'm trying to understand, like, is this some type of, I don't follow his Hollywood. See, he's Hollywood Wilder to me. He's Hollywood Wilder. Okay? This guy has said some crazy stuff on camera to get a reaction, sell tickets. Then after the fight, he's so concerned about safety and he needs the most money because you can lose your life in there when you ask about AJ. Okay? This is just all facts. You know, this shit you can't deny. This man was talking about being a killer, and then when he's asked about AJ, he worried about getting killed. Okay? It's called duck season. He's a ducker. Along with many of these other PBC guys. They ducks. Straight ducks. And you got these agenda pushers out here celebrating this shit. You living this best life. Looking ass niggas. Y'all niggas is caught up in the hype. A lot of y'all. But the UGC is gonna bring you back to reality. Nigga. But looking at what he did in his last 2 fights, he got outboxed by Tyson Fury. Any nigga who couldn't see that, you need to get an eye check. And you don't know shit about boxing. Okay? You're a biased individual. But he fought to a draw. A draw. Then he goes on to face Deontay Wilder to fight Dominic Breazeale this past weekend. Knocks him out in 1 round. 1 round. Now, remind you, this is somebody who the real top dog in heavyweight division already beat. Okay? Already beat. Wilder gave Breazeale his 2nd loss. His first loss came to AJ, the real top dog in the heavyweight division. That's some real shit for your ass. So all he had to do was get a draw and knock out AJ's leftover, and he gets 2 Emmys. Strategic shit going on. You gotta open your eyes and wake up and see what the fuck is going on. And like I told y'all, he is Hollywood Wilder. He don't care about legacy. He don't care about impressing the diehard boxing fans. It's all about his celebrity status. See? And facing AJ is too much risk for Deontay Wilder because you know why? He don't want to lose the attention. Right? Him and his beautiful wife being on camera, holding up trophies, right? Going into these events, being acknowledged as a celebrity. Oh, you the heavyweight champion of the world. For now. And this is not a shot at Deontay Wilder's skills, his power. Because we know that that's real. Ain't nothing fake about that. But all this other shit, that's Hollywood shit. Okay? This is all a distraction. I don't give 2 shits about this Emmy crap, okay? Give 2 shits about it. Because you getting 2 Emmys for fighting to a draw and knocking out a leftover. Okay. That's what we at. That's what we doing. And you know what the narrative they pushing out here? Wilder is the face of boxing. Oh, got you. Very clear. Crystal clear now. I see what it is. I see what's going on. Y'all think we dumb. So the agenda pushers are going to make you think that Deontay Wilder is this goddamn demigod type force. When in reality, he's got 3 fights already lined up before he even faces Fury or AJ. Meaningful fights. Shout out to everybody coming in. Smash the like button. Or hit the thumbs down. Up to you. Shout out to Tommy Temper. He says it's not about money, it's about legacy with the laughing emoji. Shout out to you, man. Red, I remember you told me Red sent you over, so you automatically branched up. Automatic. Shout out to Red Glove, No Name Rose, good morning. Boxing Monster, unbiased. Hamed, what's good? I'm gonna send a link out in a second, fellas. Fred Thomas got clapped. He said hate is real. Oh yeah, that's why you here, right? That hate is real. But at the end of the day, we talking that real, so you hate it. Truth is the new hate. Shout out to True Media. Tommy Timber says Team Wilder is holding out to see if they can reignite the U.S. audience and get a bigger slice of the pie, in my opinion. Okay. Brass Clyde, what it do, fam? I'm gonna send the link out in a few if you got time. Shiz Biz, what's up? We're gonna cover all of that. And then we're gonna talk about open topics, man. Open topics. Okay. Hey. It's amazing to me though. What they doing this shit out here. Dude is getting celebrated for flat out ducking. That's the blueprint y'all sending? All you gotta do is duck. All you gotta do is duck. And you get some Emmys. Okay? Get some celebrity status. You know? Get a lot of praise out here. That's how it is. That's what they doing. It's duck season. Time to send a link. We're gonna talk about crazy ass Paulie Malignaggi. Shout out to LTV Boxing Talk. He put up some footage on his IG. Paulie out of line, bro. Paulie might get stretched too. I don't know what the fuck Paulie thinking about. I don't know what that nigga thinking about. If he gets stretched, I'm gonna laugh. You know, Showtime, they doing some strange stuff, man. But I don't praise no duckers. I let you niggas do that. Let you niggas do that. You come to UGC, we're gonna tell you what it really is. Tell you what you need to hear. Niggas out here celebrating that shit. Look, nigga, whatever. Take your Emmys. Okay? Take your Emmys. But at the end of the day, you are only the WBC champion. That's it. And you don't want no smoke with AJ. You went from one face, one name to, this is brutal sport. I got to get the most money. I'm not supposed to get hit upside my head. And you can lose your life in there. But before you fought Brazil, I'm ready to kill a nigga in that ring. That's shit I'm talking about, man. You niggas don't keep the same energy. You niggas not consistent. You won't call him out on shit like that. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Over here, we really want to see the best fights. Y'all come up with a trillion excuses for these niggas y'all love. Like I talked about yesterday, the top three, right? The top dogs in the PBC is the most protected niggas, bro. They ain't got to fight nobody. Nobody. They ain't got to unify, right? The top guys were talking about, one face, one name. They was talking about strap season and all this shit. What happened? It's duck season. The real shit happened. You realize you niggas ain't really about that. So I'd rather just focus on the ones that's really about that. Don't give a fuck about a nigga hating that I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with AJ because he want that. Prove to me that Deontay Wilder wants to be an undisputed champion. Prove it. Prove that. You know? Actions. Talking about speak it, believe it, receive it. Well, you spoke that you wanted to be one face, one name. Did you stop believing it? When you gonna receive that, bro? When you gonna receive that undisputed status? Fighting Kalinaki, that ain't gonna get it done. Fighting Ortiz in a rematch ain't gonna get it done. Somebody help me out. Yet he wins 2 Emmys for fighting to a draw with Fury. Okay, this ain't hate. I'm speaking facts. He got his 2 Emmys, right? Help me understand. Is this about something else, another TV show or something that he did? Or this is off his last 2 performances? Because what I'm hearing, his fight against Tyson Fury, which was a draw, where he really lost. Keep it a stack with you. You know, in my opinion, I had a 114, 112. Unbiased opinion. I thought he was going to knock out Fury. So I was shocked. Okay. And then you knock out Brazil in the first round. AJ leftover, though. You knocked him out, though. But 95% of people knew you was going to win that fight. But a fight where you fought the lineal, you couldn't do shit. You knocked him down twice, but he still outboxed you. Even in the last round, he got up and pieced your ass up and rocked you. So at the end of the day, got to keep it a stack. Niggas is getting rewarded for ducking. For ducking. So, truth be told, a lot of you niggas changed up. Not me. I done kept the same energy. I done gave smoke to a lot of niggas. AJ, right? When AJ was ducking, when it looked like he was ducking, he didn't want smoke, I gave him flame. Now, Wilder ducking, you niggas giving it a pass. Oh, it's a business move. He got to raise up his market value. He. AJ needs him. See what I'm saying? Niggas just switched up. Like, first, oh man, this nigga don't want to fight me, nigga. He don't want to fight me. Then nigga like, yo, bro, let's get it on now. Oh man, you just want to fight. Only reason why you want to fight me, nigga, because ain't nobody here to fight. Because nobody else want to fight you. That's why you want to fight me. Nigga, get your ducking ass out of here. Get your whole ass out of here. Duck. Straight duck. That's what that is. Excuses. I don't defend no whole ass shit. I don't. Toby Okadara says, we want to see good matchup. AJ versus Ortiz. Then Wilder. What you mean, AJ? Ortiz duck. Are you not following boxing? You new to this? I ain't trying to dish you, but come on. AJ versus Ortiz, the one that turned down $7 million? For real? Wilder, Dillian White. Wilder, WBC ordered Dominic Brazil as the mandatory. When Dillian White been at the #1 spot. What are you talking about? Wilder does need to fight Dillian White. He need to go ahead and fight him next. Fuck fighting Ortiz. Fuck fighting Kalinaki. Because it's on record that you promised these guys these fights. So you promised Kalinaki and Ortiz and whoever else a fight, but not the unified champion. AJ, you don't want to promise him a fight though. Amazing. What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? What's
What up? Hey,
Jaleel is on the channel. What's good with y'all?
Man, I like the hat, man. Cali with the star on the top. Shout out to Red Glove. Shout out
Jaleel, and shout out to them dreads. It sounds like they're going bye-bye. Hey, you heard what he said about? He said, "Why not a Ortiz 2 and 3?"
Talk that shit, Red.
Come on now, Jaleel.
We'll see.
Are you ready to cut them dreads?
I already put my video. You know, I keep the same energy. Like I already know I'm not watching.
Talk your shit, Red. Talk that real shit, Red.
I mean, y'all heard that, right? He said, "Why not Ortiz 2 and 3?"
I doubt it, but we'll see. I already know.
Your man is saying it. but y'all heard that, right? He said, why not Ortiz 2 and 3? He's not
Wow.
talking about AJ. But you know what? I want to answer that to Deontay Wilder. I hope he comes across this live stream.
He
Let me
will.
tell you why. Let me tell you why not Ortiz 2 and 3. Because this ain't Dr. Seuss. You know, you acting like the cat in the hat right now. And the reason why not Ortiz 2 and 3 is one simple answer: undisputed. That's why.
He ducking though. Matter of
But
fact, like I'm just asking the question to the chat. How many of y'all want to see two guys who duck AJ fight each other?
And
I don't.
Nobody don't want to see that fight. His fans don't want to see that fight. ILTB, what's up? I don't want to see it. I don't. There's nothing to it. Whatchamacallit messed his name up and his momentum up by not taking the AJ fight. That wasn't a good. That was a weak move. That set him back a long ass time. He should have fought AJ, and now if he beat AJ twice because they have a rematch, then set it up with Wilder versus AJ for all four. I mean, Wilder versus Ortiz for all 4 belts. You know what I mean? Nobody don't want to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully his fans tell him. You know what I'm saying? I hope.
Trav says the fearful, contradicting killer. Facts. He acting like it. Until he fight AJ, he's scared. He's scared of AJ. And then he did contradict himself. He would sound like a killer. Now he worried about getting killed after the fucking Dominic Brazil fight when he asked about AJ. Interesting. Let me see. Oh, TBA, what's up, homie? Boxing 101 says Wilder never fought one mandatory. Well, they made Dominic Brazil a mandatory who was at the number 4 spot in the WBC, and then totally just skipped over Dillian White. The fucking
Black
crooked shit going on with the WBC is ridiculous.
Hey Black,
what's up?
Let's read Leonard's Ellaby's nose. I like you, Black, but you come across so bitter. Why such hate and disdain towards Wilder? Just be happy for the brother's success. What's your thoughts on that?
Shout out to Deontay Wilder on winning his Emmys, right? So I gave it up once again. You see in the title, congratulations, Wilder. So at the end of the day, Leonard Ellaby, please help me understand what's the reason. What is he being rewarded for? The draw with Tyson Fury and then knocking out Brazil? Is that what he being rewarded for? I just want to understand it. Because at the end of the day, don't change the fact that he ducking undisputed. Okay? That's what I'm saying. The benefits of ducking. All you got to do is be out here ducking the biggest fight in your division, the biggest fight of your life in your career, and you get rewarded for that. Is that what they're doing now? Is that the PBC blueprint? Duck unifications, duck undisputed, get all type of awards. Yeah, crickets. I don't hear nobody. Let's see. Joe says, let's be real. Wilder only fought Fury because he thought he was an easy touch after blowing up to 400 pounds. Fury outboxed him fairly easily. Now, Wilder got that Alabama power. Undeniable. This is why it bothers me, is the fact that, like, bro, why are you not jumping? I'm just telling you, man, like, I ain't never once said that he going to lose to AJ. But I want to fucking see the fight. So we want to talk about keep the same energy. He changed up. And as an American, and we got this American champion, you got this UK champion over here punking your ass, making you look silly, bruh. You celebrating over knocking out his leftover. Yeah, you can say, oh, yeah, I did it in 1 round. Okay, cool. Take that energy to the motherfucking UK champion and do that. I would love to see that, Deontay. But you know what? You too busy worried about doing movies. You too busy collecting Emmys and all this other shit. And I see the narrative that they're trying to push out here. You the face of boxing. I think not. I don't think that we should be glorifying a ducker as the face of boxing. Stop it.
What did he win an Emmy for?
Help me out.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what he did. What did he do?
Let's look it up. I didn't. Yeah, let me see what he won it for. I mean, shout out to him.
Hey, I sent the link, Rascal. Let me see.
Hey, also, I mean,
Nobody.
look, what's good, man? Tyson Fury let the cat out the bag recently. He said
Talk that shit.
Wilder already signed 3 fight contracts with Brazil, Ortiz, and Kawanaki.
Okay.
So he not fighting he not fighting Fury until after those 3 fights.
Fury don't want
So
to fight. Fury say one thing and he.
man, it just seems like Wilder fans
You believe?
y'all don't want to come to the y'all don't want the truth to come to the light, man. I mean,
How do you?
y'all gotta accept it, bro.
How do you determine if somebody telling the truth or not? How do you determine that?
Talk
Well,
your shit, unbiased.
I'm just saying, like,
Don't get out track, bro. Talk your shit, unbiased. Talk
this is how we know. This is how we know. AJ, hold on, Jaleel, hold on. Well, you asking a question. Let me answer it.
Yeah.
Now, just sit down and learn. Okay, so look, Ortiz let the cat out the bag when he was negotiating with AJ. He said, our team is promised a Deontay Wilder fight. Kawanaki, he was offered a fight with AJ. He let the cat out the bag. He said, we have plans on fighting Wilder. What more do you need?
Ducking ass, nigga. Ducking ass. Yeah, it's crickets, man. It's cricket status. I would love to hear anybody, any volunteer that want to jump up here and defend this shit. Help me understand.
I got a question for unbiased.
What do you win an Emmy for?
Hey, unbiased, break down how you think AJ gonna win the fight, please, against Wilder. Can you do that for me, please?
Bro,
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. No. Let's move on. We're not gonna do that. Hey, Jason Harrison says, hold on, let me read this comment. Jason Harrison says, Eddie Hearn says he called Ortiz's team last week about fighting AJ. If the Wilder / AJ fight wasn't happening, and Ortiz team said they fighting Wilder, in terms of close to being agreed.
Wow.
I don't quite understand. Wow. I mean, when somebody brought up AJ need to fight Ortiz, what are you talking about? Like, somebody, y'all not following boxing. Whoever that was that said that, you're not following boxing because Ortiz turned down more money than he ever fucking seen. Okay, he got $500,000 to fight Wilder. He got offered $7 million to face AJ, and he turned it down. You know why? Because he's promised to fight with Deontay Wilder. Anybody want to take a guess on what he gonna make to face Wilder? That he was promised. You know, he's promised to face Wilder. You know, so how much you think he gonna get paid? You gonna get paid over $7 million to face Wilder? Yeah. It's a lot of crickets, man.
That'd be the dumbest shit for Ortiz to do. He got a better chance beating AJ than Wilder. That's stupid. Why would you take less money? That's dumb, man. I can't fuck with Ortiz like that no more. That's bullshit. I don't know.
Let me see. LTBA says PBC full of shit. Yeah, man. Straight up. You know, and it's just crazy to me, man, that this is the motherfucking just the softest fucking era ever, bro.
Hey,
glorifying this fucking ducking ass nigga.
He made a good point on his live stream. He said, you know, PBC can't even make fights in their own stable. So why would we think that they can go across and make fights with their megastars and stuff like that? That makes perfect sense. That makes sense.
Perfect sense. You know? And then people get mad when people say stuff like, you know, regurgitate what Bob Arum would say, that Al Heyman don't want to make fights with other promoters and stuff. Well, I see other promoters, they work with each other to make certain fights. And then, but Al Heyman not even making fights within his own stable. Big fights that fans really want to see. You know, I'm still waiting to hear when the fuck this Porter Spence fight's gonna happen. You know, that's a unification. I'm waiting. Anybody got any news on that? Now, I'm not shocked about this delay. You know, so shit like this. But you know what? The PBC, you know, Protected Boxing Champions, y'all got a lot of strategic media lined up to push out a narrative and keep protecting this bullshit. Not UGC though. We ain't doing that shit over here.
A lot of I see like guys like certain channels saying that Wilder's buzz because he knocked out Brazil is the reason why he's going to get the A side. Like buzz is a reason why you could become the A side. But I thought it was ticket sales and pay-per-view numbers, not buzz. Because if that was the case, then Adrian Broner, who has a lot of buzz, would be the A side and be getting a lot of bigger bags, but he doesn't.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That last fight doesn't make him the A side. I say I don't know what he gonna do, but I wouldn't say he not the A side, not with a person that got 3 belts. Because once you get to have all 4 belts, the leverage. That's what Bernard Hopkins. His name was. He was always the B side. He got all 4 belts. So like I said, I don't agree with that at all. The A side, I can't say the A side at all. He's more exciting, and I think he gonna win. But the A side, nah. That doesn't even make sense. I say 50-50. Maybe they give him 50-50 just to, if he really want to fight, maybe they 50-50 or 55-45 or the winner 40-40 and the winner get the 10%. I don't know. But if both fighters want to fight, it'll happen. But A side, nah, you can't just be the A side like with 1 belt and dude is big. AJ is, man. See, one thing that happens in boxing, a lot of times a person, a favorite fighter, and they just downplay the other fighter. It doesn't work like that. You can't just downplay AJ like that just because you think Wilder gonna win. I fucks with Wilder, Bomb Squad, but you can't just downplay AJ and like he just some chump dude or he's just gonna come into the ring and just the A side with 3 belts and he fighting in America or no, it doesn't work like that. I mean, the dude got 8 million followers on Instagram. It's obvious he has a huge fan base. So
Leonard Ellerby Knowles says, I would love to see AJ versus Wilder, but it's never going to happen. I mean, with that attitude, yeah, you're right. Because you know, you and a lot of these biased media, they don't care for it, man. They want Deontay Wilder to just go undefeated in his career without facing the best competition. You know, facing Ortiz is not the best competition. Facing Kownacki is not the best competition. You know, you already fought to a draw to Fury when I felt in my personal opinion, Fury beat you, you know. So what's up with our special guest? Shout out to Tommy Temple. What's up, man?
what's up, Tommy?
What's good, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Oh, thanks for letting me on.
No problem, man. What's your thoughts, man? What you want to say?
So I was messing around with Hangouts. What was it? What was the topic you guys were talking about specifically?
We're talking about the benefits of ducking. We kind of congratulating Wilder in a kind of a sarcastic way because we're trying to understand how you win 2 Emmys. And the only thing I can think of, he ducked, he fought to a draw to Tyson Fury, and he just knocked out Dominic Breazeale, a guy who was already knocked out by AJ in his 17th fight. So trying to understand that. And then what's your thoughts just on this whole situation? I call him Hollywood Wilder now, you know, because he knows how to put up a good little act. He talks about killing guys in the ring, and then when he's asked about AJ, he's worried about getting killed. So he got to get a boatload of money, you know, or the United States Treasury, as Iron Cone puts it. And so very interesting, man. What's your thoughts on this whole situation between AJ Wilder and how Wilder is strategically ducking the biggest fight in boxing?
Well, I look at it several different ways, but one of the ways I look at it is if Wilder had signed, I don't know, 100+ million contract with a network, the same way Fury has, would you guys give him a pass?
Say it one more time.
You know the way that Fury got a big contract?
Uh-huh.
If Wilder had done the same and got a 3 or 4 or 5 fight deal worth 100+ million, would you guys give him a pass, provided as long as within those fights that he fights Wilder, or he fights AJ, sorry?
You know what, man? To the situation with the only thing with that is, for years this guy has been acting like he's been chasing AJ. He's been saying he wanted to be one face, one name. I haven't really heard too much about Tyson Fury saying he wanted to be undisputed. You know, it seems like Fury just more concerned about his money right now. And at one point he wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? He thought he wasn't ever going to come back to boxing. So go ahead.
Well, I mean, to answer its question, he had a chance to take that kind of money and also be able to fight for undisputed versus AJ. So if he were to take that money and also fight for undisputed versus AJ, I would have no complaints, period. You know what I mean? Fury, though, he signed to a company where there is nobody over there. There is nobody for him to fight. Now, Wilder had the opportunity to fight where AJ would be fighting. So it's kind of different.
Yeah, it is kind of different. But what I don't understand is the fact that either he's tied into a shitty contract with Al Heyman, where he can't get out of it, even though he may want to. The only way he's going to get out of that contract is if he loses. So I think either his hands are tied, or he just doesn't want to fight, or he wants to fight for the most amount of possible money.
Yeah, I mean, either
Yeah.
way, the fans, have to suffer because we want undisputed. Some of us, some people have changed up. They don't.
Oh, I want undisputed, but if you look at the history of all big fights, nearly all of them took years to make, and there was always such a big lead-up time, big hype, big drama, and I think that's what they're trying to do. I mean, let me ask you guys all a question. Do you guys honestly believe that Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman are the top of the tree? You don't think there's guys behind the curtain who maybe control all of it?
That's a good question, my friend.
Man, that sounds like some Illuminati shit. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, no, I don't think so. Because look,
No, that's
Disney,
not my word.
Disney, and those guys, like the big companies, they don't care about boxing. They just cut a check and they let the guys do their job. So guys like Al Heyman, he'll take a loan for like 500 million, then do his job. He's not. He has a boss, of course, he has a boss, but he's not. He doesn't really have to tell them like, oh, okay, we're going to stall this fight out, because they don't really care about that. They just need the return in their investment. That's pretty much it. So, I mean, nobody up top is going to be controlling Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn. Those guys can make the fight tomorrow. It really all depends on which side doesn't want it, or if they can just both come to an agreement, like Wilder said, which would be because Wilder wants to stall it out so he can also get a big slice of the pie. That's pretty much what we all recognize now. AJ's going to get a big slice of the pie no matter what. So his side wants to fight now. There's no reason for him to stall it out, because no matter what, he's going to get a big slice of the pie. Wilder has to stall it out. That way he can grow cachet, which I don't see, because the fights he's going to be fighting, I don't see how you could do that. So that to me wouldn't be logical. Wilder should have took the $120 million and just fought Brazil for 20, AJ for 40, AJ or in a rematch for 40, and then he would have got a hometown tune-up fight for $40 million. I mean, I don't even know why he's with Showtime. There must be something where he has to stay, or there has to be something behind that, because it just, to me, that doesn't make sense. Al Heyman has something on him, or it's in the contract that he can't leave. So I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, bro.
Do you guys honestly believe that Shelley Finkel believes that he can make the same or more money by doing their own thing?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they feel like putting Deontay Wilder on this big stage with the Emmys is really going to catapult him into this superstar status, to where now he's going to be a bigger star now or something. Like, it almost feel like say it again.
Does it work like that? Does it work like that in the States? I mean, obviously I'm over in the UK, but things are a bit different when it comes to celebrity status.
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that, man. I mean,
Yeah,
not
because
even enough people.
You need a lot more exposure, don't you?
Right, because Andre Ward, Andre Ward was in he was in a movie, right? I think, was he in Creed?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Creed.
Andre Ward.
Andre Ward.
Yeah, I mean, his star power didn't really skyrocket. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but also, guys, there's one big cultural difference that you may or may not be aware of. See, in the UK, a black boxer doesn't have to act like a bad boy to get a following. And in my opinion, he does in America.
That's a good point, bro.
That's the truth. We all know that. We all know the racial thing here is a little different in the UK. We see that when they stand behind AJ, but here is a little things we got to do.
In America,
y'all heard that in the chat. He says in the UK, the black boxers don't have to act like these bad boys, man.
Exactly.
They ain't got to do all of that. Put on that fake shit, that Hollywood shit.
Because I mean, if you look at Bud Crawford, I mean, Bud's got popularity because of his skills. But if he was a boring, effective boxer, would he need to put on the bad boy hat to get fans?
Yeah.
Or to get more fans? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I just feel like if the guy's not the most skilled, or they got to kind of like make up for what they lack by creating this character, this persona. Like AB is far
Yeah.
from the most skilled guy, but he got to put on this, you know what I mean? He got to create this clownish character, and be all extra, so that he can get these hits in social media and just be really something that he's not, in my opinion. But I mean, I'm glad you said that. What's up, Russ Clock?
What's
What's up, y'all?
What's good, man?
Just chilling.
That's what's up, man. What's your thoughts on this, man? We talking about the benefits of ducking. We congratulating Wilder on winning his 2 Emmys. We trying to understand what he's getting Emmys for. Maybe and what do you think that this is going to do for Deontay Wilder's star status? And then what's your thoughts too on the cat being out the bag that he already got 3 fights lined up before even facing Fury and Joshua?
Yeah, I didn't even know that he had 3 fights before he in line. Who is it? Kanauki, Ortiz, and who would be the third person?
Unbiased. Yeah, we got Kanauki.
It was Brazil.
Okay, so Brazil. Okay, so he just fought the first one. So Brazil.
So it's 2.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
So possibly Ortiz and then Kanauki.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, it's pretty obvious that they don't have any plans of fighting Anthony Joshua. Like I said before, I think they're just trying to build it up like Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. I think that they want it to make as much money as possible, because at the end of the day, neither one of them is as popular as Manny Pacquiao and Floyd was. Mm-hmm. Now, even at heavyweight, which heavyweight is supposed to be the top dog of the division, and it's not even that. And that's the reason why Wilder is doing all these different antics. Like I said in my prediction video, I said even with World Star Hip Hop, the most popular website amongst this world, one of the most popular websites, even them putting a highlight reel of Wilder's knockout over Stavern, and even them sharing it all over Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, it still didn't make Wilder popular. So he's trying to do anything he can to be popular, talking about he's going to catch a body, you want to kill him, and then fire him, you retract all of that because you were told to retract all of that.
Hold on, you was breaking up. Repeat what you just said. You was breaking up. We heard what you said about.
I'm probably gonna break up in the.
Okay, because we heard what you said about catching the body on his record. Then whatever you said after that, we didn't hear.
So he was talking about catching a body, and then he was told, in my opinion, to retract everything he said, talking about I love, wishing Brazil, I love you, and I don't want him to die, and I want him to go back to his family. He was told to say these things. So you can't go back. If you try to do one thing to sell, and now you did something else that nobody wants to hear now, oh, you don't want to kill him anymore. Well, we don't need to watch you in your next fight then.
Hollywood Wilder, man. That's why I say this is all an act, man. Like if you real, man, you're gonna stand on that. You know what I mean? But a lot of people is gonna still go for that shit, man.
Let me can I say something? I think a lot of people want Wilder to lose because of his fans. That's what I think. Just like a lot of people want Spence to lose because of their fans. It's starting to be like that. I see it. Like some gang shit.
Can I rebuttal that?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the reason why we want to see him lose. Agreed. That's the exact reason why I want to see Wilder lose. 100%. Because he got dumb fans.
Nah,
a lot of his fans are okay. Put it this way. I heard one guy say, matter of fact, 78 Sports TV said, "What Deontay Wilder is the hardest puncher in boxing history." This is 78 Sports said this. I heard another guy.
Wow.
I forgot one of those guys from the LDBC, and heard another guy say that Deontay Wilder with that right hand would stop Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I think so too. Tyson a bully. He'll stop Tyson. Plus Tyson a quitter. But that's
So what's your thoughts on that,
Yeah,
Raz
that was
Clyde? Do you agree with that?
Tyson is a quitter.
Jalika casual, so don't. I mean,
Tyson,
we'll just
Tyson,
ignore
What's
what
your
Jalik said.
Raz Clyde,
Tyson is
do
a
you agree
bully.
with that?
Tyson is a quitter.
Raz Clyde, you agree with that?
Quitter. He quit. He quit against
Okay,
Holyfield.
Jaleel.
He quit a couple times. He's not gonna win. Wilder ain't
Look what you just said. He quit versus
quit.
Holyfield. Do you
Right.
understand Holyfield is a
Quit,
better
quit.
fighter
Once
all
you quit,
around
quit. If you got quit,
than
Holyfield beat the
Wilder?
hope out of him.
All right,
once you quit, you quit. It don't
I'll
matter.
answer.
Holyfield would make Wilder quit.
Okay.
Not, he would probably stop Wilder on the inside.
Holyfield got stopped by James Toney, who's smaller, and I fuck with James Toney. He's one of my favorites, man.
Yeah, and
But
what
James
fight was
Holyfield
that?
was done.
James
Y'all stuck
Toney
y'all
tested
stuck in air
positive for
boxing.
steroids.
Hey, hold up, y'all. Go ahead, Raz Clyde.
Wait, but Jaleel,
Yeah.
let me get to that Holyfield point, then I'll get to the Tyson point. James Toney tested positive for steroids against Holyfield, and then they took it back.
No, that was against John Ruiz. They took it back.
No, listen, and then they took it back, and they said, "Oh, he wasn't positive."
Yeah,
They give him a
Right,
TUE.
but I heard Holyfield was on steroids too against Tyson, and I heard Tyson was on steroids against Michael Spink. So I heard a lot of things. Roy Jones.
That's
on
possible, and it's possible that in this era, Deontay Wilder's on steroids.
He's on Nevada though. That's what I'm saying. I'm less likely to him. Homeboy, they say he getting testosterone exemptions and they won't release it with the UCAT.
Yeah, but Jaleel, come on, you gotta stop saying casual things.
Nobody talks about that's not casual.
Like
dog.
Wilder is not beating Holyfield or Mike Tyson. Like let's just stop. Come on.
Right. Lennox Lewis would be his toughest competition. Y'all look at niggas and be scared of him. Wilder ain't scared of Tyson.
Bro,
like
Molina rocked Wilder, had him noodle legged. Molina. Like, what are you talking about?
Let me go a little bit further.
Theory, Hoss.
It's all hypothetical anyway.
I know, like I'm a fan of Wilder, but I'm not a fanboy. You know what I'm saying? I point.
But what you just said sounded like some fanboy stuff.
Nah, that's not fanboy
If
shit.
it's an opinion, that's all it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Because look, if I like AJ, but AJ is not beating no Mike Tyson, in my opinion, and he's not beating Holyfield.
I mean, shit, he got
it's different. It's different caliber.
He got a chance against Holyfield. Tyson would be tough. AJ got a chance against Holyfield, my friend. AJ nice, man.
AJ,
You gotta watch more Holyfield.
Yeah.
Tell me exactly how Wilder would beat Holyfield and Tyson. Would it be by knockout?
With Holyfield and Tyson? Yeah.
Yeah, would it be by knockout?
He can knock them both.
He would knock both of them out.
Yeah. And I believe he is the biggest puncher from what I've seen.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. You know that they're fighting with heavier gloves now, right? And you know that the amateurs now, a lot of the times the amateurs, and when they spar, they wear headgear. Back in the days, even into the 80s, a lot of guys sparred with no headgear a lot of the time, and they fought with 10-ounce gloves. The heavyweights back in the days fought with 8-ounce gloves. Now, would it be that these fighters today have weaker 10s?
No, I wouldn't say that. So if Wilder is knocking people out with 10 ounces, what do you think could happen with 8 ounce?
Listen. No, he's fighting. They fight with 12-ounce gloves.
No, they fight with 10. It's 8 and 10.
No, listen.
From 150 up is 10, and 147
when they're sparring, it is 10. When they're sparring, no. The heavyweights are using 12-ounce gloves now, I believe, right?
No, that's 10. 8 and 10.
10? No, they don't use 8 ounce. They use 10. You're right, it is 10. They're not using 8 ounce. They took away the 8-ounce gloves because people was getting hurt. Now, would it be that these guys have weaker chins now?
The competition was nice back in the day, but I can't pick a bully quitter over Wilder. I can't do it.
Bro, but look, Wilder can't fight on the inside. Styles make fights.
He has a long ass jab.
Period. We've seen guys with lesser skills. I mean, when I say lesser skill sets than a Mike Tyson, it's not even comparable. Get on the inside of Wilder. But Mike Tyson can't.
Unbiased. Is Buster Douglas better than Wilder?
At a technical standpoint,
hold on. If you're going to bring up Buster Douglas, you have to at least give you context. What was going on with Mike Tyson at that point?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody got context, so that's
yeah, but he's right. He's right. You have to bring in the context.
Real quick. Let me read this comment, and y'all tell me if this makes sense. Stormy B Man says Deontay Wilder is the most dangerous puncher in heavyweight history. That doesn't make him the hardest or biggest puncher. There's a difference. His lack of boxing skills reduces his chances against legends.
Still got a chance.
That's true, because
He's got the
what
best
Stormy B is
one-punch
pretty much
KO
saying.
power at the minute.
What Stormy B is pretty much.
Go ahead, Temper. What'd you say, bro?
All right, go ahead.
Tommy,
And
go ahead.
He's got the best one-punch power at the minute. But that's it in my opinion. He has skill. Don't get me wrong. He can fight, but can he box? There's a difference between fighting and boxing in my mind.
And it's crazy because I think what's his name? Lennox Lawson.
Stormy B pretty much put the nail in the hit the nail with the hammer, because he's saying pretty much
Hey,
is
Tommy, you might
Deontay
have to mute, bro. You might have to mute. Kind of loud.
Wilder's he's a dangerous puncher, but he's not the hardest puncher. He can knock you out, yeah, but he pretty much has a puncher's chance versus somebody like Holyfield, because he doesn't have the skill sets to bring that power to connect. On somebody like Holyfield, will just get on the inside and work Wilder. He'll literally get on the inside and beat Wilder down.
Sure about that. I would have to see that.
These fighters today have weaker chins. It's a fact.
How can you say that though? I don't understand.
It's a fact.
They have weaker chins.
Hey, Rascal, yo, you my nigga, but where are you getting this information
I'm telling
from?
you that they have weaker chins.
What?
These guys,
Based on what?
hold on. Back in the days, fighters sparred all the time. Back in the days, like I said, professionals sparred with no headgear. Back in the days, I used to be in the gym where the guys that was professional, that wasn't even that good, but he was a professional, sparring guys with the headgear while he doesn't wear headgear.
That's stupid.
These guys have better chins. These guys have weak ass chins today. Period. That's my opinion.
No about that. Yo, who you like Thomas Hearns?
Weak ass chins.
You like Thomas Hearns? Look at his chin.
You want to bring up Tommy Hearns' chin, right? You gonna bring up Tommy Hearns' chin?
Julius Jackson, a big puncher, weak ass chin.
Yeah.
Most punchers have weak chins, though, in history. You gotta look at that.
Let me rebuttal the myth of the weak chin. You got to remember the two guys that knocked out Tommy Hearns and Julian Jackson are one of the biggest punchers.
That's true.
Who are you talking about?
Listen, let me talk. When Mike McCallum knocked out Julian Jackson, Mike McCallum is one of the biggest punchers at 154. When Tommy Hearns got knocked out, it's one of the biggest punchers at 160.
Who was that?
A weak chin is getting knocked out by somebody that has
Hagler knocked out Tommy Hearns at 160.
Hagler ain't no big puncher like
Gerald McClellan knocked out Julian Jackson. And Gerald McClellan is a big puncher.
Yeah, to be fair to Hagler was better at welterweight.
What? Five biggest punchers at 160.
It don't matter how hard a guy punch. I'm sure you can get knocked out, but when you have a better chin, you don't get knocked out for the punch.
Change my mind.
Madonna was a big puncher. Floyd ain't get dropped. Shane Mosley hit him with a shot. He ain't get dropped. It's all based on your chin. Yo,
Shane Mosley was 44 years old. Shane Mosley was damn near 40 when they fought.
That don't matter. You get hit with a shot.
And also, Jalik, Hagler got an 80% KO ratio, so he was a puncher. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Oh, and let me end the myth on Tommy Hearns, because everyone keeps saying that weak chin, because he does have a good chin. Because who knocked him? Name a middleweight today that became a world champion at cruiserweight. I'll wait. Come on, I'll wait.
That motherfucker. I'm trying to explain to you. At 147, Floyd to take his right hand.
Yeah, but look, Rasclot, you gotta put it into perspective. Jalik thinks that Floyd would stop Tommy Hearns and beat him.
Floyd would trust Hearns. Aaron Pryor got the best chance against Floyd because he's not trying to think. You're not gonna beat Floyd with one punch. He's gonna beat you in the press conference. He gonna get me. Imagine the press conferences with Floyd and Tommy Hearns. He'll make that nigga want to knock him out so bad. You're not gonna knock him out with one punch. Listen, he gonna go to the body. The nigga reach one.
Tommy Hearns can't knock out Floyd with one punch. That's what you're saying?
But you're not gonna beat Floyd with one punch.
No, I think you can.
Corrales got like 33-0 and like 31 knockouts. You're not gonna
let me eat him.
You're not gonna do it. I'm telling you, you're not gonna beat. You're not gonna beat Floyd with one punch.
I'm about to ether you right now.
Go ahead.
Never mind the legends. Floyd can't beat Vernon Forrest or Paul Williams based on style. Never mind the great.
Come on, man.
Woo!
Floyd wouldn't beat neither one of them.
He might stop Paul Williams. I fuck with Paul heavy. He might stop Paul Williams. Look what Carlos Quintana done to him. Look at Carlos Quintana done to him.
Yeah, but it's a different style. Different style.
Paul Williams.
Name a fighter Floyd fought that had 79-inch reach. I'll wait.
That don't matter, but he doesn't.
Hey, Jalik, I always ask you this, man. Who did Floyd stop at welterweight?
Nobody.
I mean, he can stop you. He stopped
Victor
Ricky
Ortiz.
Hatton.
Victor
He stopped Ricky
Ortiz.
Hatton. He stopped Ricky Hatton.
Oh, Ricky Hatton.
Undefeated.
Yeah, but Ricky Hatton wasn't really a welterweight.
Conor McGregor.
But Ricky Hatton was bigger than him.
Ricky Hatton was a 140 pounder. He had to go up to 147.
He was exactly. Yeah, Temper's right, man. Ricky was a 140 pounder, and he moved up to fight Floyd.
Somebody low. That's like a former quitting, looking for a way out. He was about to stop Zab. We all have different ways to quit in this game, man. Yo, shout out to Tyson, but you did quit a couple times, Tyson. We gotta call it how it is. Keep the same energy. I fucks with Tyson, one of my favorites, but you did quit.
You just compared. You ethered yourself. You just compared 5'6" Zab Judah to 6'2" Paul Williams. Really?
But,
wow.
Did you see the Carlos? Did you see the Carlos Quintana fight?
Hold on, go ahead, Tommy.
Carlos Quintana got longer arms. You think Floyd gonna fight like that?
Floyd reaches 72 inches.
6 foot.
Floyd reaches 72 inches.
All right, real quick. Go ahead, Tommy. What'd you say?
What was Diego Corrales' wingspan? His reach. He was built like
his arms were too long. He was just big. I don't think.
He has short arms. Tommy Temper.
He was nearly 6 foot.
68.
But he had one punch knockout power.
So I said again.
That was at 135, right? 130.
No, it was at 130.
35.
And Diego Corrales was drained. He wanted to fight at 135.
There you go. That's there
no,
you go.
This is the fact.
There you go.
No, it's the fact.
You keep doing that. You keep making it.
I'm not coming up with
excuses. First you said
why did Floyd retire? No, forget all that. Why did Floyd retire at the height of the welterweight division? Now,
Russ Cloud, we can say that about everybody. Whatchamacallit is beating people when he got court cases. Floyd got bad hands and still dominating. Come on, man. You can't be making those excuses. You starting to be making excuses now, Ross. I see how you do.
Who retired when Paul Williams, Margarito, when all these guys, Clottey was fighting. I can't respect that he retired.
For straight boxing, you gotta.
Shout out to Ahmed. What's up, bro?
Ahmed, what's up, man?
Yes, how's it going? What you guys talking?
Much of the same.
I'm talking to these guys. They program about Tyson. They think Tyson gonna beat everybody because he had power and he was like a bully and he quit. And they don't see stuff like that. They just look at skills. They don't look at your mind when you fight. But go ahead though.
So you talk about Floyd. Floyd or Tyson?
No, Floyd versus Thomas Hearns.
I forget Floyd, man. Let's move on from the guy, man.
Hey man, Hamed. Hey Hamed, the topic today, man, we talking about the benefits of ducking. Specifically, we talking about congratulations, Deontay Wilder. He won 2 Emmys. All this guy had to do.
He is a bitch.
Hold on. Let me talk. All he had to do was duck, and he got 2 Emmys, and he already got 2 more opponents lined up before he even considered facing AJ or Tyson Fury. So
Ortiz,
yeah, man, what's your thoughts, bro?
He said he wants to fight Ortiz, not twice, for a third time on pay-per-view.
Oh, talk that shit.
I've lost my patience, man. This is why I want someone to knock him off, because I don't even know if we'll get to see the fight next year, man. It could go all the way into 2021, and it's just going to be Mayweather Pacquiao 2.0, and I've lost interest. Wilder has the style and chance, the right hand to knock Joshua up. I just don't know why his team is playing that, because the longer they wait, they're just going to start making excuses. If they do eventually fight him and lose, they're going to say we are old. So I'd rather see when they're both in their prime, and I don't know why they can't fight next. After he fights Ruiz, I don't know why Wilder can't fight him. They don't even have to fight this year. early next year should be the earliest they should try and get here.
Hamid,
Yeah.
real
Go for it,
quick.
go.
You don't have words.
You breaking up, Rascal.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
You drowning. You breaking up, family. The phone's in the water. The phone in the water.
You're cutting up. You gotta close some of your browsers, I think.
Is that cricket?
All right, let him go now. Speak now.
Go ahead, Rascal.
You got
Nah, you still drowning, bro. You got some air bubbles. It's
all right. I'll wait till I get an area.
I can hear you.
All right, go ahead. Try again. Go ahead. No. You done.
That was
all right. Go ahead, Ahmed.
I don't know. He wanted to say something.
I know, but he can't. He's drowning right now. He need a life raft. No. You need a life raft, family. You're still in the water.
It's hard to listen to anything you're saying. But I think it might be the connection, or you could be on something else. What's it called? If you're sometimes happens to
I'm
me.
in a bad.
Yeah, bro.
You're breaking up,
you
man. You're breaking up bad.
Done. Just trying like a couple minutes, bro. Try like a couple minutes, man. You're chopped up like a chef. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we got AJ and Ruiz. What is it? Not next week, the week after. No, I mean this week, the week after, innit?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
I don't know. I've heard people saying, let's see if AJ could knock him out 1 or 2 rounds. I still think Ruiz is a much better fighter than Dominic Brazil. Like, skill-wise, even resume-wise, like, Ruiz pushed Parker to a close fight. And I know he hasn't done much since then, but he showed he got the skills to really be effective, and he beat Dimitrenko as well.
He fought in a tough fight versus a former champion, WBO champion, in Joseph Parker. So,
but I do think Joshua has to win convincingly, and a stoppage would help. Like, he has to try and make a statement, because there is some sort of pressure on him. But I wouldn't compare Brazil to Ruiz, and Joshua's situation is a bit different. With Wilder and Brazil, that was like a grudge match. The guys have been like. We're meant to fight in the last couple of years since the whole hotel lobby thing altercation. They were like, that fight was eyed up. Ruiz had just stepped in for Miller, so sometimes a late replacement could be tough to deal with. But I think Joshua's had enough time. Like Takam was like a last minute replacement. Joshua should have had enough time to adapt and prepare for him.
Hey, Rascal, you out of the water yet, bro?
Right, he looking on his app. He on the BoxRec app trying to come up with arguments and shit. He trying to.
He was
He's
trying to come up with excuses for every time his fighter quit.
Bro, you saying crazy stuff, man. Now
Floyd, motherfucker. Everybody gets the press. That's what makes a champion. Oh, he got these bitches, and they was fucking. Nah, come on, man. You can't.
Hey, so let me ask you something. All right, go ahead. No, I was gonna ask Jalik. At 154, can Floyd beat Julian Jackson?
At 154, that'll be tough. Nah, at 154, no. If he was at 147, it would be, because Floyd now with 154. He started at 130. Y'all putting crazy demands on him.
Oh, we are
130. Come on.
But Sugar Ray Leonard went all the way up to middleweight, and that's who you just said is the better boxer.
Everybody know he boxed better than Sugar Ray, man. Come on, man. Stop. Only thing Sugar Ray had was power over him. And power and muscles don't win fights, guys. Power and muscles don't get fights. Stop.
But you just said Julian Jackson would probably sleep Floyd because he's bigger, because he's bigger, right? Because of the weight, power, and muscle. Because of power and muscle, right?
Sugar Ray Leonard don't hit as hard as Julian Jackson, and plus Sugar Ray Leonard started at 147. Sugar Ray Leonard can't fuck with Floyd. Aaron Pryor got the best chance. Just study this shit. Aaron Pryor beat Thomas Hearns in the amateurs, my nigga. Stop getting programmed. Y'all letting these KOs.
Sugar Ray Leonard would box circles around Mayweather. Mayweather would be on the ropes and it'd be a lopsided decision.
Box circles around Floyd.
Mayweather would throw. Leonard would throw 10-8 punch.
No, that's a close fight in my opinion.
It doesn't work.
I don't think he knocks him out, but I think he beats him. If you've seen Leonard if you've seen Leonard's fights with what's it called, Benitez, Wilfred Benitez, and Floyd Senior.
And
Shout out to ITV Boxing Talk. I wish that he had some time to jump on, man. Go ahead, Joe.
Mayweather.
I just like to hear that nigga intro. From that Go ahead, y'all.
To the power.
Man,
Mayweather almost
Jaleel
lost
crazy,
to
bro.
guys like Maidana and De La Hoya.
See, I see how y'all do. Y'all look at the era, and everybody say that era is the best, and y'all just automatically believe that Belair. Motherfuckers, I bet you Stormy B.
Hey, so wait, Jaleel, let me ask you something.
Hold on. Stormy B think Walter Payton is the best running back in history, better than Adrian Peterson, because that's the era he grew up in. Everybody where the era that they grew up in, the basketball players.
Hey, real quick. Stormy B Man says Sugar Ray Leonard beat the crap out of Mayweather. Let me talk. Stormy B Man says Sugar Ray Leonard beat the crap out of Mayweather's dad, would take the son to school as well. Go ahead. Battle Rifle in the building. He said Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler middleweight off a 2-year layoff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Jaleel be saying casual things.
That was controversy. A lot of people thought he lost.
I mean, let's be real.
He beat him, man. That's a fact.
We like Floyd. I like Floyd. Floyd's a tremendous fighter, but there are limits. And the guys he fought aren't even comparable to the guys that Leonard fought.
I don't even know why you compare Sugar Ray Leonard. Roberto Duran would beat Mayweather, man.
You would have a better.
Roberto Duran.
I don't know. That's it. That could. I mean, that I don't know about.
Duran would beat him, man.
That's a good fight.
Unless you guys.
It's a possibility, you know.
Fuck around, make him quit.
Maidana bloody had him on the ropes.
Real quick, because let's get back on topic. Hamed, I want to ask you this question, man. We still talking about one of the biggest duckers in boxing, Deontay Wilder. Shout out to him. He just won 2 Emmys. But how much money do you think it's going to take for him to finally do what he said, is become one face, one name? You know,
I seriously think the fight might not happen until one of them loses, because the things I read on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, people are actually defending the guy. So if so many people are defending the guy's action, saying that 80 million, 100 million.
I want one of these biased ass media niggas that always be in his face, you know, pulling his blank, you know, like asking how much money would it take for you to get the fight done? You know, 100 million, 120 million is not enough. Okay, so how much money? What if it was on your terms, Deontay Wilder, what would you want for this fight to happen?
He wants 50-50, but I think he wants more. He wants probably 60% of the purse. So he wants close to 100 million. I don't think he's nowhere near worth that.
You mean for one fight?
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
He probably wants about, because that fight could generate over 100 million. And if he's asking for more than 50%,
I think a lot of us can agree that this fight is not that big for him to just get 100 million, like 9 figures himself. You know what I mean? Not to even mention what the hell AJ is going to possibly get for that. But he talking like that. I mean, when are we going to see this fight? Maybe this fight will never happen, because maybe one of these guys will lose before that fight even take place. Maybe it's just a stalling tactic.
I don't think you can make any excuses now. They offered him a 2-way rematch. He was always going on about that. They even offered him 80 million guaranteed for both, 40 million dollars for each fight. And even if he got knocked out, he would have been guaranteed a rematch. I don't know how much more DAZN could have offered the guy, man. They kept going on about they want to know what Joshua.
Let me answer a question in the chat. Stormy B Man says, UGC Boxing Channel, why is the money so important to you?
Who's that?
He was doing okay earlier in the chat with you trying to break down power and things like that. You asking me, why is the money important to me? For real? Did you not watch Deontay Wilder's post-fight interview immediately after he stretched Dominic Brazil in 1 round? Did you watch it? You shouldn't be asking me that. Because if you really a boxing fan and you was paying attention to the post-fight interview, that's your answer right there. That's why the money's important, because he said himself he wants to be able to get the most money because it's a dangerous sport. You know, people could lose their lives in there. The head wasn't meant to be hit. Was you not paying attention?
Well, the guy said belts ain't important to him, and now money is the only thing that's stopping the
I
fight.
don't give a fuck about the money. Like, I want to see the fucking fight.
Yeah.
I wish these niggas will fight for 30 million apiece.
But
I don't
that's
give
what's
a
holding
fuck.
the
I
fight.
don't care
That-
about the money. Wilder
That's what's
does.
holding. Yeah, that's what's holding
Pay
the fight.
attention.
I don't really care. Like, I wouldn't care if Joshua gave him 50-50, I don't think he's worth it. And it looks like at the end, Joshua might have to just concede that and give him 50-50 in a year or two's time, because Wilder looks like his team are just
But
gonna drag the fight on. But that's the only thing that's holding the fight. That's a big issue.
Right. My whole thing is this too. It's like, yo, before you fought Fury in the pay-per-view fight, you were only making $2 million. Not even. Your highest purse was $2 million. So all of a sudden, you think you're way above getting $12 million, which is 6 times your highest purse, or $15 million. I don't understand it. And now they offer you $120 million, and that still isn't enough. So I mean, I'm all for reaching for the stars, but at some point we got to come back to reality, and you just got to take.
That's why I don't understand. Like, if you have that much confidence in the right hand and the ability, you could take that first fight for 15, 20 million, or whatever they offered him now. His own knows 40 million for the first fight, and then another 40 for the rematch. And then you could become a superstar.
Guys, let me ask you a question.
Look, let me ask this question. Stormy B, you asked a dumbass question. So that's why I talk to you like that. You know what I mean? So if you don't like my tone, bro, that's up to you. That's up to you. He says, I'm not simply a fan. I'm a veteran participant of the sport. Don't speak to me as if I speak ignorance. That's an ignorant question, bro. Am I wrong for saying that, y'all? Like, didn't this nigga Deontay Wilder emphasize about money?
Give him a link to come on.
Not about money, it's about the legacy.
What are you talking about, bro?
He did.
That's a dumbass question. Continue, fellas.
I'll give him a link to come on the. I was gonna say give him a link to come on the Hangouts. And who is that? Is that one of the guys?
Nah, it's okay. It's all good. Go ahead.
Okay, guys. One quick question. What is Wilder's average purse for each fight?
Maybe $1 million.
Nah, less than that.
What? Less than that? Oh, average.
Yeah, that's why I said his highest is $2 million. His average is probably less than $1 million.
No, he was getting millions.
About 400,000.
Before he fought Fury. Before he fought Fury.
400,000.
In his last 5-6 fights since he became a champion, he's been getting $1 million. But what do you mean by average in his whole career on his last 5-6 fights?
Well, he's had 41 fights. He's worth about $14 or $16 million. So just divide one by the other.
Oh, I thought you were saying in the last 6-7 fights.
No, average.
Hey, real quick, so he don't think I'm just trying to be disrespectful to him, okay? Just listen up, y'all.
Too many opinions involved right now, and it's gonna take my team, his team, maybe me and him as well too, to sit down and just handle this and squash everything and get this fight done for the fans. But I will this fight will happen. The big fight will happen. I promise you that. We'll come patient, come time, and I just want you guys to have patience and give us a little time to make this thing happen. So we all benefit from it. Not only just you fans, because we risk our lives in here. So we want to make sure we get the best and the most money as possible before we risking our lives. I mean, the head is not meant to be hit in the first place. So just let us get our time to iron out our differences. And
did y'all niggas hear that?
Yep.
I mean, did I just make some shit up? So as I said, if you was paying attention, you wouldn't have to ask me the question. Did he not say we need to make the most money? The head was not meant to be hit and all this extra shit, right? So obviously 120 million is not enough. You need more than that. So come on, man. Don't get all emotional because you did actually.
I don't know who's gonna offer him more than that, man. He's not even worth half of 120 million.
And the craziest part is, like if Floyd was doing this stuff, wouldn't happen to Floyd. And you know why? Because the American fans, we would tell whoever's complaining to just take whatever Floyd is taking because he's our American champ. And that's what they're trying to do with Wilder. But it's not like that. We don't have the say-so, and American fans can't take that because we're not used to that. AJ is the A side, so he has the say-so, and that's how it really should be. We should accept
Can I counter that?
Go ahead.
Can I counter that? Okay. I'm not disagreeing with that point, but what I would say is AJ is the A side in the UK, but in America, is he the A side?
Well, his ticket sale. I mean, he sold 17,000 tickets already, and his tickets cost more than Wilder. So I
And he
think
hasn't even fought in America
and
yet,
he
so
and that as
that's
well.
not a fair reflection.
But when he does, we'll see. I would say he probably will sell more.
And
It's a
I also
possibility.
I think right now AJ's got 13 sponsors, right? I guarantee when he goes over and fights in America, he's going to pick up more sponsors as well. So his commercial value will get even bigger.
But the whole A side, Eddie Hearn did a good thing. He spoke to, I think, Kali Enigma was trying to, make a fool out. He made a fool out of himself, but he was trying to interview him. If you go by, even if you go by basics, one guy is a pay-per-view star selling out stadiums. He's a guy who's a superstar in his own country. Wilder, I think his name might have gone a bit bigger now than he was before, but he's not a pay-per-view fighter. He's not a star. Like,
No, he's not.
His fights ain't being sold out. He's never really fought in a stadium. I know that doesn't matter, but that just shows he's not really that known in his own country as well. And Joshua, who's never fought in America, and they're saying for this fight he's getting paid more in America than I think Wilder has ever been paid. So that just shows all this A side. I think in maybe a year or so, Joshua could probably become a bigger name in America than Wilder is, and that'll just be embarrassing.
I agree, but my whole thing is we don't want to wait. We don't want these guys to get old and raggedy and possibly take losses and the fight just loses its luster. Let's just get it on right now. You guys you're getting all the money you can get. You're not going to beat Mayweather and Pacquiao because both of you don't have that star power.
I don't even think the Wilder fight is the biggest fight in the UK. If Joshua fights Fury, that's a much bigger fight than Wilder Joshua.
It is in the UK, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know about that.
It is.
In the UK, it's a bigger fight, yeah.
I don't know.
It's going to be held in the UK.
It is. Go ahead, fellas.
Wilder is not a superstar in the UK. Joshua Fury in the UK will probably do 2 million. Could do close to 2 million pay-per-view buys, and will probably do over 100,000.
It's about
I don't think the stadium holds more than 100,000. But it could do 100,000. Hold 100,000.
There'd be massive public interest in that fight in the UK.
It'd be more public. Trust me. Wilder in the UK, if AJ would be better than to me.
No, it wouldn't.
Hey, Temper Muhammad.
They both from the thing. When you take somebody from out of town, it makes it even bigger. Trust me.
Wilder's never fought in the UK, so how could you even say
what?
that?
He did fight in the UK.
No,
he
I mean,
knocked out Ollie Harrison in the first round.
He fought once in the UK. Since then, he hasn't fought.
Doesn't matter. People want to see.
Since then, not many people
Fury.
know who he is. He had the chance to fight Dylan
know
White.
He won a bronze.
No, only hardcore boxing fans knew who he was
Hardcore
back
boxing
then.
fans know it.
Boxing 101 in the chat says Joshua fought Brazil after 3 years as a pro. Wilder 11 years later. Go ahead.
Another thing is Klitschko Joshua was that was probably a bigger fight than the Wilder fight. Maybe the Wilder fight might be just as big, but at the time when Klitschko fought him, that was a really big fight. Like I think Wilder, some of his fanboys are a bit like. I think overhyping him up. Like he is not a superstar. Like he's unknown in the UK.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys in the UK, is Dillian White's star power, is it comparable to Fury at all or no?
It's comparable, but it's not nowhere. It's respectable, but it's not up there.
I do think White is more fan friendly, so he has got a lot of fans. He's got some transcendent fans. He's appealing to because now he's fighting on pay-per-view. I don't agree with some of the fights that should be on pay-per-view, but he's kind of, in a way, in my opinion, he's earned his way since the Joshua fight.
Oh, he has.
What he's done with hard route, beating Parker, Chisora. Some of these fights I don't think should have been pay-per-view, but he's become a name. Like I think he's definitely in the top 3 biggest names in the UK.
Yeah, but Hamid, even if you don't agree if they should be pay-per-view, what matters is people buy the fights. That's really what matters.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like he's earned the right. Like now he's actually a pay-per-view fighter, and he's well known as well. Like if you just look at a lot of his fights, there's a lot more fans showing up now. Like before the Joshua fight, and just even after, he wasn't really that big of a name. But I do think that a Dillian White and Joshua fight is still a really big fight in the UK as well. I don't know if that'll happen.
I'd counter that now. I would say I don't think any of the top 3 guys should be having any rematches until they've all fought each other. That's the way I look at it.
What if
I
Dillian
agree
White?
with that.
What if
No
Dillian
Ortiz
White
rematch,
was?
no Fury rematch, and
What
no
if Dillian White?
White rematch.
What
I
if
agree.
Dillian White was to knock out Wilder and get that belt? That fight
That's
with Joshua would
different.
be
That's
huge.
different because that's it. That's undisputed.
That's what I'm trying to say. That fight could be. I mean, it's still a big fight, but yeah, I would rather see the Wilder fight as well.
Yeah, man.
And
Hey, can y'all clear it up on Hamed and Tommy? Because y'all both from the UK, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can y'all clear this up? Because John June is saying pay-per-view in the UK costs $750, and then the Gully says it costs $30. Which one is it? It just depends on the fight.
20 pounds. So how many dollars is
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
20, 25 pounds.
That's like
That's
25.
about.
It all depends if you get standard definition or high definition.
It's about $30 probably.
Let's look at that's cheap as fuck. Y'all
Joe says 30 pounds, which is $45.
Yeah, it's about 20 to 30 pounds.
Yeah, but people get this misconception. The pay-per-view model is completely different here. We have a lot more pay-per-views here, and another thing is the subscription-based channels. I know it's not pay-per-view, but they're a lot more expensive here. Like to pay for Sky Sports or BT Sports is a lot more expensive than a regular Showtime package or what's the other
Yeah,
one?
but
ESPN comes with cable.
Hamid, you don't necessarily have to have that package. You can just pay for the fight. Am I right? You can still have Sky Sports.
No, that's right. What I'm trying to say is some things like the pay-per-view here is cheaper, but the subscription channels are a bit more expensive here. That's what I'm trying to say. People try making it out as if the pay-per-view is cheaper and everything else is cheaper. There are some other things over here like that are a lot more expensive than in America.
how do you guys watch the Zone? You don't have to get the app, right? It's just regular TV.
The Zone's not available.
You don't have it.
So how do you watch the fights?
Oh, Sky Sports.
How do you guys watch the
majority.
fights? Sky Sports. Oh, okay.
If it's
I'm biased. I'm
Go ahead,
biased.
Tommy. Go ahead, Tommy. What'd you say?
I was just going to say, I'm not actually subscribed to the Zone. I'll catch a stream somewhere. I'll go around to someone's house.
You said you're not subscribed to him?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I can get a stream, or I can go around someone's house, or go to the bar and watch it.
But Sky Sports airs the DAZN fights.
I guess it depends on the month.
Yeah, I think so. Hamid, do you know? Oh, he's muted himself.
What was that?
The Sky Sports air the DAZN fights.
Oh, it's some of them, not all of them. I remember a lot of Jaime Munguia's fights have not been on not on Sky Sports. It's some of the fights are not directly on Sky Sports. Like the Golovkin fight hasn't even been announced yet. So unless it's announced on Sky Sports, like normally, like what happened with ESPN. With Top Rank for a couple of years, all their shows are on Box Nation, but we don't get that with Sky Sports in the Zone. Majority of if it's UK fighters or Eddie Hearn shows, then yeah, but Golden Boy have got to deal with the Zone as well, and a lot of those shows or cards are not really on Sky Sports. Your Rascals wants a link.
This nigga Trav, man.
Trav the Troll. What up, Trav?
So, what's up, man? Hey, man. I don't know if I should be asking y'all this. I don't know. Are y'all looking at the chat, Hamed and Tommy?
Oh, no, I missed it. Let me go back.
Oh,
look at what Trav asked, man. I'm not going to say that on the air, man. I'm not going to.
Who's this? Who's online now? Is that
Rascal? Trav, really? Come on, man. That's cool.
Oh, bro. Shout out to Trav. Trav helped me. Trav trying to I've been texting him yesterday, man. He trying to help me on this betting shit. He won a lot of money off Wilder this past weekend.
Oh, he predicted first. Yeah, I got some shit I don't understand. Dude. I got a question for the UK. Do y'all get ITV over there?
That's like free channel.
That's like CBS. So
that's like PBC got a deal with ITV. Y'all get a lot of stuff that's pay-per-view over here, but y'all get it for free over there.
Again, a lot of the shows they missed, but they did show the J-Rock Hurt fight and a couple of other fights. They showed the two big. They showed the two big pay-per-view fights. The Spence,
and it was free. Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. ITV4 on ITV4. So
okay.
ITV has a couple of channels, but they showed Pacquiao Brona, and I think they showed Danny Garcia and Granados, but they didn't show the Ortiz card or the Lara card. So that's the bad thing. A lot of these UK stations they pick and choose some of these cards. So you gotta either stream it.
Hey, can I ask you guys something? since Wilder already has his 3 fights picked out, right? Which we all know is now, that's for sure.
What's the third one? Ortiz.
It's
possibly Fury in the third one, right?
Yeah, possibly. But he also mentioned fighting Ortiz twice again, so we don't know. That could be a trilogy.
Why? If you beat him twice, if you beat him 2 times, I don't understand why the third one would even be
I don't know.
Yeah, those guys might
okay.
be fixing. That fight might be some sort of fixing going on if they're trying to get more fights, man.
What I was gonna ask is, what is Fury gonna do in the meantime? Should he fight Dillian White? Should he fight AJ? Should he fight who should he fight?
Fury doesn't really have to fight anyone.
Man, well, I wish enough
he has
people
to
would
fight someone.
I wish enough people will make some noise to where Deontay Wilder needs to fight Dillian White in his next 2 fights. Deontay Wilder, not Fury fighting him. Like Dillian White has been at the #1 spot.
But the WBC have just protected him. They just ordered Fury to fight White. This is what they keep doing. They keep protecting Wilder. They did it with Ortiz and White, and now they're doing it with Fury with White. I think White should just go down a different route if they keep doing this, because after he beats Rivas, I don't know why you wouldn't mandate the guy down the line. Like,
man. Let's see. Battle saying, forget the heavyweights. They such divas. I mean, this is just crazy, man. This era. Oh, is Rathclad on?
What's up, man?
Oh, what's up, man? You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, you good. All right, you sound clear now.
Do you remember the question you was getting ready to ask? Because you was in the water, man.
What I was trying to say is, and this goes back to what Jalik was talking about with Mike Tyson. It's kind of like similar. You don't have to worry about AJ and Wilder being past their prime, or it would be better if they fought now, or even if they fought 2-3 years from now. This era of heavyweights is so garbage. It doesn't even matter. Whatever fight we get now with them would be the same 3-4 years ago. It would be the same 3-4 years in the future. It would be the exact whatever the result is.
I mean, if you want to pick up, if you want to,
well, you don't think Wilder is going to slow down in 2 years, 3 years? I mean, we all know his boxing ability is definitely not going to get better or get worse.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying his speed. You don't think that's going to slow down?
When I do my fantasy predictions,
go ahead, Rathclad.
I can't really say because, like I said, in my opinion, this is one of the weakest heavyweight eras. Like, we only talking about 4 good fighters: Anthony Joshua, Wilder, Ortiz,
and White. You can put Usyk in there as well.
There are other guys coming up the ranks, though.
We don't know if Usyk is.
Yeah, we don't know that. That's
good yet. At heavyweight.
I mean, he should be.
Because we know our.
You breaking up again, bro.
Other guys out there.
Damn.
It's hard to listen to, man.
Yeah, you breaking up again, Rathclad. You gotta upgrade them gigabytes or something.
I can't hear anything, man.
Yeah, bro. I got you. They got you again, bro. Your shit tap.
He's throwing it.
Yeah, the government tap on this shit. As soon as you start talking that real shit, them niggas on you.
Go, let him go one last time. Go.
Let's
see if we could hear you now.
He might be in the tunnel. He might be in. Hey, yo, I got a question. What y'all think of the Ugas versus Omar Figueroa fight? I heard that was for the mandatory to fight for the WBC. What y'all think of that fight?
That's a good fight, I guess.
That's a good fight, yeah.
Yeah.
Omar Figueroa. That's probably gonna be like a draw, unless homeboy can get past that second gear. Ugas, but that's a good fight though. Omar Figueroa, but he I don't know if he still drink or not. His interview, he looked like he still drink. But,
I got Ugas though.
Because they trying to set up Omar Figueroa against Earl in Dallas, because I think Omar beat Earl in the Emmy, so we'll see. That's a good fight though.
Yep, another PBC show fight where Earl Spence will just beat Omar easily, and everybody will say he's the top guy.
Right. Earl next. He gonna hopefully we see the Sean Porter fight, but it won't shock me if we don't. They gonna put somebody else in there. He gonna knock him out crazy, and then he gonna get 2 Emmys.
I'd rather see Spence fight Porter and Danny Garcia, man.
I think he fighting Porter next. I seen an interview. He said he fighting Porter next. He just don't got a date.
Well, he also said he's gonna fight Canelo. So I mean, I don't know, man.
People said that.
He did. He said that at the Wilder fight.
I never heard him say that.
Yo, do you think anyone would pay for Wilder Ortiz pay-per-view or not?
No,
Because
nobody's gonna watch it. No,
Jaleel,
No, but
Jaleel
everyone
will.
will stream
no.
it.
I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm gonna
pay-per-view.
purposely not watch it. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I don't want to see it. I'm not gonna watch that. Fuck that. I'm not watching it.
Yo, I get the rematch, but why the trilogy, man?
I think when I heard the press conference, he was talking in reference to how heavyweights in the old school era was fighting 2 or 3 times. Why can't this era be like that? I think he was speaking in reference to that.
Yep.
Nobody wants to see the Ortiz fight, and I'm sure they listening. I still think the fight gonna happen next. AJ Wilder. I think it's a pawn game, and they're using him as a negotiating pawn.
It's not happening next, man.
All right.
Fury let the cat out the bag, bro.
Shelly Finkel said they got a meeting with John Skipper this week. So
They've had meetings before.
hopefully AJ wins. Hopefully AJ wins next Saturday. That's a tough fight. You can't overlook Ruiz. Shout out to Andy Ruiz. But yeah.
The gully in the chest says Ortiz is beating no one, but Vecchio, White, and Parker will beat him.
I don't know, but he'll beat.
Those are good
I'd
fights.
rather see good fights like that than a Wilder.
Yeah, why not?
He got stopped in the last round. You get knocked out in the last round, something ain't right with your training.
Yeah, but Ortiz almost got knocked out by Christian Hammer. So let's relax. Let's relax.
He didn't get almost knocked out, man.
Battle Rifle says. He says, I want to see Errol fight Jermell if he wins against Harrison. Why would you even? That don't even make sense.
What did he say? What did he say? You want to see what?
That's silly. Why would they not going to even fight, bro? They friends. Like that's not even a fight that's going to be made.
Yeah, they got the same trainer. Yeah.
Is this the same battle? Is it Battle Rifle or Battle Hub? Is that
it's the same Battle Rifle? It's the same.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, you be breaking up.
Let him go.
Still breaking up?
Nah.
You all right for right now?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go. What did you want to see?
Y'all know Ortiz is, for one, he's getting older, and number 2, he didn't look that great against Christian Hammer.
Exactly. Right. Nobody want to see that fight. And he turned down the fight with AJ. That makes nobody cares about. Ortiz got to work his way up now. Like, come on, man. Ortiz fucked up, man.
Hey, real quick to Ras Cloud and then everybody else. Like, who do you think will be fighting the better opponents, better meaningful fights within these next 2 or 3 fights? AJ or Wilder?
AJ.
Anthony.
Probably AJ.
All day.
Yeah, probably.
Wilder's gonna be recycling opponents. I don't know about Ortiz 2 and 3 times. Even Konaki. Konaki's not a bad fighter.
Who can AJ fight? That's not on the.
Well, you could fight. You could fight Usyk, Joyce,
Joe Joyce.
Hey, real quick, do you have to be American to win the Emmy?
I think it's a sports. I think it's an American. Yeah,
I'm being serious. Do you have to be American to win the Emmy?
I think you do. I think
Black
because hold on. Because Wilder has a blemish on his record. AJ don't, but yeah, Wilder won the Emmy.
I think they won it for All Access, Tyson Fury thing, the All Access thing. I think that's what I was just on Steven Espinosa's Twitter.
So he won an Emmy for acting or for what he done in the ring?
It was acting. Yeah, the acting and All Access.
Hollywood Wilder. Congratulations, brother, on your 2 Emmys, man. You know, he gonna get a what's the one that they give for movies?
Academy
Oscar.
He gonna win an Oscar maybe after 3. So he's collecting this thing, man. Shout out to him, man.
Hey, I don't even really want to see the Fury rematch.
He's gonna get the Naked Man Award, aka the Naked Man Award, aka the Oscar. You know what I'm saying? And
hey, but I think AJ might fight Fury.
You know, I thought it was about getting belts, collecting belts, not trophies.
Black, I got a question for you.
But okay, shout out to Wilder. Congratulations.
Bro. I seen on Boxing Team Forum they said you got some sponsorship deals with the UK in the works. Is that true?
So Battle Rifle says these welterweights ain't fighting each other. No way. Yeah, man. I mean, PBC ain't giving us what the fuck we want. Tommy Temper says Wilder going to be in the Expendables 4. Boxing Monster says AJ needs. Hold on. Oh yeah, real quick. Boxing Monster says AJ needs Uncle Heyman's blessings to fight the PBC heavyweights.
That is kind of true. That's why I said I don't know who's going to fight. That's why they just need to fight now. It's just nobody.
What you about to say, Rasclot?
Let me tell y'all how PBC is on some bullshit. how is Mikey Garcia getting the opportunity to fight two of the top guys in the welterweight division?
On pay-per-view as well.
Popular boxing champion. He's a popular guy, right? Popularity. It's not about, you know, if you're popular, you can get the big fights. You can be on pay-per-view coming off a loss, all that.
But he's popular by ducking a guy in his division,
What's his name?
Lomachenko.
Lomachenko. Nomaschenko.
Straight ducked him.
Straight up. He straight ducked him.
Actually, he ducked Linares too. He ducked
Yeah, I was
Linares
gonna
too.
say he could have fought both of them. I don't know why he didn't
Yep.
fight him, man. That was bad luck. And those were winnable fights, I reckon.
Yeah, they are winnable.
It's crazy, man. So once again, man, y'all feel PBC is good for boxing, man? We know PBC is good for the fighters, for the boxer itself, but is it good for the sport itself, for the boxing fans? Because at the end of the day, we're the
Too many
ones that
pay-per-views now.
talk that shit.
You guys will say who Joshua could fight. He could fight Pulev. He could fight guys in the top 10.
Yeah, he could fight Pulev. He could fight
Trevor
Joyce.
Bryce. Have you guys heard of Trevor Bryce?
Pulev
What'd you
is
say?
ESPN. They're not gonna allow that.
Have you heard of Trevor
they won't.
Bryant?
It sounds like Bob Arum wants to make the Fury versus AJ fight as well.
He
So
said
that's
in the
probably
US too. He said the fight would be in the US.
so. I mean,
Angel says PBC Mighty Ducks for Bucks. Facts. Mighty Ducks. PBC Mighty Ducks. That's a good one. I like that name.
I don't think Fury wants to fight Wilder. He wants to fight the winner. He wants to wait and see if Joshua and Wilder fight. And that's not a bad plan. But if they don't fight each other, then he's just gonna have to wait to fight someone.
Fury's probably thinking, all right, I already beat Wilder.
Yeah.
So maybe AJ could go and beat him, take his belt, and then I could have a big UK showdown fight with AJ in the UK.
I think he could beat AJ.
Hey, real quick, the Gully says
it's a possibility.
The Gully says AJ can fight Usyk, White, and who is HRGOVIC? Who would I remember?
Herbovich, yeah, Herbovich.
Who is he? Is he good?
Up and coming. Yeah, he's quite good. Croatian guy, isn't he?
Okay.
Never heard of him.
Never heard
He's
of him.
fighting.
All I know
deciding-
is AJ's next opponent is I think is better than Wilder's last opponent, and this is a guy that AJ already beat. Wilder already beat.
I
Dana
agree.
White,
I like
so.
Ruiz. I think Ruiz is better than Kauznaki.
But you know what? AJ got to start ducking if you want to win some Emmys, man. You got to do that.
AJ, who he could fight is maybe if Ortiz, but I don't know if Ortiz goes down the. I would rather see Ortiz and AJ fight than Parker or Dylan White fight Wilder. I don't want to see the Wilder Ortiz fight again, but
I'd rather see White against Ortiz.
Yep.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
He ain't want that
I think
smoke. Why they
I think
want that smoke?
Dillian White would beat the shit out of Ortiz.
I bet money
Me
on
too.
that.
Me too.
Rasclot, I bet
I think
money
so
on
too.
that.
I think so too.
So Rasclot,
Past it now.
Rasclot, I bet you money on that. I bet
Man, Christian Hammer had Ortiz's
Right.
legs buckling.
So what? Homeboy almost got knocked out in the last round against Parker. Parker not even a puncher. He had
Hey,
a done in the
No,
last
Parker
round.
can punch.
Yeah, he gonna hurt Dylan White.
Hey, Trav in the chat says, was Don King better for boxing fans than Al Heyman?
You're breaking up. Right?
Yes, he was. Yep.
Wow.
He's better
Don-
for the
Don
fans, but
King.
not for the boxers.
Say it
Yep.
again, Tommy.
He was better for the fans, but not for the boxers that he was managing or promoting.
Facts. I agree with you 100%. So Al Heyman he did pretty much improved where a lot of promoters wasn't doing, which was actually benefiting the fighter itself. But as a result, he pretty much abandoned, the product of providing good fights for the fans, man.
Yo, what
I mean?
about?
Best fights?
Yeah, sorry. What about F.A. Jagba? Do you guys think he could maybe
Nah,
go
he's not ready. He's not ready for anybody.
Yeah,
for
I like
Wilder 1 or 2 years? What about 1 or 2 years?
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
good
Wilder
with
at
you.
that.
He
Yeah,
might
probably.
be like that fourth option for Wilder, since he don't want to. You never know.
I think he might be better than Wilder, man. He's actually got some skill on
We
him
got
as
the
well.
same. We about the same height, same type of strength, physique.
He used to
Good
spar him
jab,
too.
good power. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
F.A. Jabba said that AJ beats Wilder too. By the way.
Ooh.
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
PBC fighter, right?
Ooh.
And Daniel DeBow knocked out AJ in sparring. Woo. He gave him
David Hay had
stopped him in sparring.
Da-
Woo.
No, he didn't stop him.
No, he
There's a
didn't.
rumor he
Dave-
just
Sparring. Woo.
Hey,
David
Robert,
Price dropped him as well. So what exactly is it?
Yeah, like
Robert Blake in the chat says Deontay the Marinator Wilder. Wow.
shout out to
It's a
Robert.
modern-
Marinator.
those good things come to those who
That's
wait.
a good movie, right? You can play, since he's doing his movie shit. Shout out to Hollywood Wilder, the Marinator. Starring Deontay Wilder.
Hey, yo, somebody got to cut out Wilder's face and put it on a preacher, and then write the good things that come to those who gotta wait, man.
Say no more. Say no more.
That's a good
meme.
This nigga had I flew on everything. I thought this nigga had like a little mini Bible in the back of his trunks, man. The way he started preaching, I was like, God damn, man, everybody gonna have to bring the offering plates around the way this nigga preaching.
Yeah, Ratcliffe.
Charles B says Ife was at the Wilder fight and said, "No, I'm not ready for Wilder. I'm taking my time." Okay, I mean he can take all the time he wants because he's not a champion. But Wilder's trying to take his time to marinate, and you are a champion. I feel like once you become a champion, ain't no marinating, bro. It's
Yeah,
go time.
Black. Ratcliffe's trying to say something. Listen.
Oh, my bad, Rascal. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I got a question. What would happen to the LDBC if Wilder loses?
They would shut all their channels down.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've never
Damn,
seen
bro.
someone
That's savage, nigga.
after the knockout. They got so like
Because
as if he knocked out like Joshua Fury in one round. Like the reaction.
Yeah.
the reason why I asked that question is most of the AJ fans that I know like boxing as a whole. Like we like the sport of boxing, but a lot of these guys they only like Errol Spence, the Charlos, and Deontay Wilder. So what happens if he loses?
They'll go into a breakdown.
question,
You know, 78 Sports was threatening to shoot someone after Rigo lost to Lomachenko.
What?
There's a video I posted on my thing with a meme.
Wow. You
Oh,
guys
check that out, Hamid.
These guys,
Oh
these
my
guys
God,
are.
bro.
These guys put so much stock into one
Oh
fighter.
my God.
When they lose, they go crazy, man.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So what you gonna do when AJ gets stopped?
Nothing. I love boxing.
No, I'm talking about
boxing.
bias because he loves AJ, boy. He don't talk about testosterone exemptions. You just one-sided what you be talking about, man. Come on, man.
Nah, I call out Wilder for his mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a shit. I love boxing. I want to see the best fights the best.
So who's your favorite fighter, Excalibur?
Today?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm biased, man. I like watching Lomachenko. I'm gonna keep it real.
So if Lomachenko got stretched, man, would you be ready to kill somebody, bro?
Nah, hell.
Yo, can I play it?
I want to know.
Hey,
I am truly pissed tonight. I'm heartbroken. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm bullshit. I am heartbroken tonight, man. I really feel like going out and finding somebody and shooting them.
Wow.
I think that was just more satire than anything else.
Yeah. Theatrics. Let's see.
You the same person that had Manny Pacquiao in your top 5. We gonna get you some new apps, man. You got
Hey, Ross Clark, can I ask you something?
The reason why Manny Pacquiao was in my top 5. Remember, pound for pound is subjective. The reason why he's in my top 5 because he's doing what your hero Floyd Mayweather ain't doing. Still fighting top guys.
That's checkmate right there, family.
Those are facts.
That's
Hey, who's older? Manny or Floyd?
Manny.
I think Floyd.
Floyd retired, man.
Oh no, actually,
But they both in that 40 mark.
And he need the money because he was in that deal with Bob Arum when they was taking all that money from him. But that's another topic.
Hey, but Ross Clark, let me ask you something.
His manager really worked for top rank, but he was acting like his manager.
Hey, Ross Clark, do you think Lomachenko ducked Manny Pacquiao?
Nah, that's too much weight.
I think he did.
You can't duck someone now in the weight class.
No, hold on. Let Ross Clark answer.
they offered him a fight, and he said, "Well, he's too old, and I'm fighting at 130,
Yeah, he's too
135
big.
pounds." And he ducked him. He ducked Manny because Manny was gonna give him that work.
Ooh, yo, see, look, yeah, Ross keeps it unbiased. I like that.
That's not a duck, man. Come on, man.
That's a duck.
He in like 2 divisions higher. That's not no duck, yo.
Yeah, but Manny said he's
wanting to fight him.
That's not a duck, man. That's
Yeah,
like
that's
them
not a
saying.
duck. That's y'all be.
But he said he wanted to fight him a year ago, and then when the
He
fight
did.
presented,
so
he's
weird.
like, "Oh,
If
no,
that's
he's
a duck,
too old.
then-
I don't want to beat an old legend."
Duck.
If that's a duck,
exactly.
then
He
Floyd
did
ducked
say that.
Triple G. That don't make sense, man.
I'm sure
No,
Jamar
no,
will
no,
fight Blood.
no,
If Blood don't fight him.
No, that's different, Hamid. Hamid,
No,
that's
it ain't
different because
different. It's different weight
Floyd
class.
never. Hold on, Hamid. Let me explain why it's different. Floyd never called out Triple G to
Yeah,
fight.
he did
The
call
way-
him out. I
The
don't know
way,
what you're
no,
talking
no, he
about.
did. No, he didn't.
did
Triple
call
G
him,
called him
goes,
out
"I'll
and said,
fight you."
Hold on. One at a time. Go
Hold
ahead,
on,
Unbiased.
Hamid.
Go
Come
ahead.
down to
Triple
one
G.
Hold on.
No, no,
Unbiased.
no.
Ahmed, hold on. Go ahead, Unbiased.
Triple G said, I will come down to that weight class and fight you. Floyd said, oh, you guys want me to go to middleweight? I'm not going to middleweight. Why would I go up there to fight him? If he wants to fight me, he has to come down. That's not him saying, oh, I could beat him. I challenge you. No, Lomachenko out his own mouth said, I would love to fight Manny Pacquiao. And I want
Correct.
that fight. That's a fight I want. He said that. That's different. That's different.
Mhm.
And then
All right, go ahead, Ahmed.
No, it's not really different because Floyd called him out first. I don't know if you covered the whole thing. He said Triple G's easy work. So then Triple G replied, I don't think it's a duck, but I'm just saying if you're gonna
but
call
saying someone's easy work is not calling them out, is it?
Yeah.
he said it's easy work and I'll beat him easy or I'll school
That's
him
not
something
Floyd.
like
Come on.
that. No, you don't have to
But
call
Hamed,
someone
we
out
talk
as
about
in
Floyd. He's a liar.
no, but I'm just
But
saying. So
we're talking about Floyd. He's a liar. He always talks a good game.
He always contradicts himself too.
that's what I'm saying. So, but anyway,
No,
forget
but
that.
Floyd-
Anyway,
but-
even if that's
but
not
Hamid,
true,
but you
how
got
could
the
you
story
duck-
wrong.
Hey,
You got the story
Rascal,
wrong.
like
But
Rascal,
Floyd,
Anyway,
hold
the
on,
point
wait,
is
Jalek, hold on, Jalek.
Lomachenko.
Let
The
Hamid
point
talk.
is Lomachenko and Pacquiao. I don't even know why you're talking about Floyd. Anyway, or even if I did get that wrong, that's two completely different matters.
No, I'm just gonna
How
tell
could
you what Floyd said though, because you got it twisted. What Floyd said is Triple G is he's what did he say? He said he's no special effects. That's exactly what he said. He's
Straight up
easy
and
work.
down.
Straight up and down, no special effects. That's what he said. He didn't say, "Oh, I'll go up and wait and beat him. I challenge him. I would love to fight him."
Yeah, I
He
remember
didn't say that.
Yeah.
Lomachenko, on the other
that's
hand,
besides the point.
said, "I would love to fight Manny Pacquiao." So it's completely different.
A lot of people have said they love to fight someone from a different weight class. The point is, how can you duck someone who's not in your weight class? But he wasn't even one weight class above him. He was like
Hold
2
on
or
a minute.
3.
Triple G said he would come down to 154.
No, I'm talking
Didn't
about Pacquiao and Lomachenko, man.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Clout chaser. Triple J a clout chaser and scared Andre Ward.
He wanted that money fight. Can you blame him? Shit, I'll go down to 130, 145 to fight Floyd.
We moved down to 154 and don't want. Come on, man. Stop with the clout chasing. That has to stop. That's against the boxing rules. You can't do that no more. That's done. You can't.
Battle Rifle says Manny probably has a better career than Floyd if you're not counting the money made.
Ooh.
Yeah, you probably can agree with that. I mean, a lot of people will say what he lost, but I mean, he was fighting everybody.
I think Pacquiao had a better career, man. Even though he lost.
He's fighting the dude that Floyd ducked. Just saying.
Oh,
beating someone.
Who do you guys think
did duck Keith? He did, and that was vintage prime Keith too.
Beating someone doesn't always mean you're better. I mean, Joe Calzaghe beat Roy Jones in his prime. I don't think Calzaghe was better than Roy Jones. I mean, Roy Jones did go on too long.
That's a good point you brought up, Hamed.
Good point, Hamed.
Hey,
Roy in his prime would have beaten anyone at
anybody.
And he had a better resume. He went up to heavyweight.
Roy Jones was a whole different.
He's my favorite fighter.
Did Jaleel just say because he beat him that he's better?
No, I didn't say that. I said I agree with Hamed. Just because you beat somebody in the overall, they'll make you better as far as like
So let's just use that same analogy with Floyd beating Pacquiao. At the time that he beat him, you think overall that Floyd was just better than Manny after everything he done throughout his career? Or just the time
came too late.
Nah. I'll tell you what, man. The Manny Pacquiao from 2009. If Floyd would have fought that many, I don't know if he would have won that fight.
Drug testing?
Yeah.
even with drug testing.
That's moving goalposts. Look,
Okay.
the minute the
Guys,
Stanley
can I
comes
make
in,
a-
Imagine if
Can I
you
make
had
a
drug
distinction, guys?
testing,
Go ahead, Tommy.
To me, it's not a case of whether or not you're better; it's whether or not you're greater.
Okay.
What does
You
it
mean
mean
like
to be great?
Explain
you
that,
mean the
Tommy.
greater?
Well, to be great means that you might take more risks. Yeah, you come out of your comfort zone. You just take the chance, even if you're the underdog. And I think that Manny's done more of that in his career than Floyd has, in my opinion.
and another thing is that when the first ever time Floyd brought up drug testing and all that, someone's got background noise.
It was a lot of noise. I couldn't hear. What's that again?
Anyway, the first time Floyd brought up drug testing was when they were trying to fight Pacquiao. So
that's true.
that was obviously an alibi and an excuse
How's
he was
that an
trying to find.
alibi? When
Hold
motherfuckers,
on. Go ahead, Hamed.
So that was obviously he wasn't as confident in beating Pacquiao as he was confident beating guys like Ricky Hatton. Who was the guy before? Was it De La Hoya? Whatever. So he obviously saw something as a threat. Look, I don't completely blame Floyd because Pacquiao also should have accepted whatever the drug testing or needles he want to be tested. What was it, day or 24 hours before the fight? But Mayweather was trying to become a control freak, and I don't think Mayweather was the clear
shout
inside.
out to Tommy. He said Pac-Man was juiced, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
but
possible.
what I think is because there's even an interview where Floyd even said this. He said, "Man, y'all don't think man." He said, "Man, y'all don't think Manny's on."
Hold up, y'all. I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead. Y'all ready? I'll be right back.
He said, "You guys don't think Manny's on steroids? Did you guys see how he walked through Miguel Cotto? You guys can't tell me he's not on steroids." I think after he saw him beat Miguel Cotto, that just made him, a little scared to fight Manny at that point.
After that fight, I think I favored Pacquiao. Like before that, I wasn't sure because Cotto was bigger and he was stronger than Floyd. Like
he
he
would
was a
lose
bigger
even
puncher.
on steroids. He would lose even on steroids. If you can't knock out Marquez, how the fuck you gonna beat Floyd?
Guys,
no one knocks Marquez out, man. What you on?
But Floyd got a way better chin and way better than Marquez. So how you gonna knock?
No, you don't have a better defense, yeah. But
chin, Floyd never been dropped.
Actually,
Hamed, how long you been watching boxing?
All right.
How
Let me
long
see.
have you been watching boxing, Hamed?
Marquez took flesh shots from the guy.
How long have you been watching boxing, Hamed?
12, 13 years.
Okay.
Well, what is it?
Hold on, let Ross Clock get Jalik real quick. He about to body him.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Has there ever been a time where Floyd
you to drop him or put a knockdown, in my opinion?
I'm sorry, it was breaking up. So go ahead.
Has there ever been a time where Floyd didn't fight a guy at the right time?
He did retire, but I wish he would have fought. I wish he would have fought Paul Williams. Paul Williams probably would have lost. I wanted to see the Pacquiao fight way back in 2009 when he first came off of there, and he said he wanted to fight when he was going back and forth with Brian Kenny, and he said he'll take the fight. And we also know that why won't you take a drug test? Why? Imagine if somebody done that now.
Why didn't he fight Margarito as well, man?
You know what I'm saying?
Margarito.
Because Bob Arum, he wanted to take control over his career.
Jalik, let me ask you a question. Is it possible that a guy got so much money that the other guy's going to get tested more than another individual?
I'm not sure about that, but I want to test it.
I'm about to prove it. I'm about to prove it to you. When Shane Mosley, the night that him and Shane Mosley fought, they sent somebody in there to test Shane Mosley in the locker room right before the fight. Did they do that to Floyd?
Did Floyd already? Didn't Shane Mosley cheat with Victor Conte?
That's right.
Right. So imagine Floyd can't do drug tests. Would have lost.
It don't matter. Floyd, money talks. These guys that's doing the testing, how much they don't make that much money, especially in Michigan. Floyd Mayweather shoot you 15 G's to shut the fuck up. You're gonna take that 15 G's and you're gonna shut the fuck up.
I see how you debate down, Rothbard. I fucks with you, but yo, you gotta step the debate game up. I see how you make excuses for fighters. Like,
hey, but hold on, Jalik.
I see how you do.
So Jalik,
hold on, Bias. Let me get with you. You the only nigga that be talking this boxing shit, but you don't subscribe to nobody. You the YouTube wait to the last minute 2 weeks to fight, and you go talk this boxing
but
shit.
Jalik, you gotta answer this. You gotta answer this, Jalik. Okay, what about Floyd and his IVs? What about that? We just gonna.
I don't. Yeah, that's a good question right there. I don't know about the IVs. I don't know how to
Microdosing.
Yeah.
I don't know about the IVs.
Unbiased.
Microdosing. I'm telling you guys.
Huh?
Unbiased.
Floyd was microdosing.
Unbiased loves AJ. Don't you gotta Unbiased? Show the people the AJ poster.
Wait, let me see something. One sec.
AJ on
Yo,
his
Jalik, you always talk about Vada or nada. Floyd never ever did Vada, you know.
Because Vada was new. He was doing Asada. You got to give him credit for something.
2015 against Pacquiao. And Pacquiao asked for Vada.
He started the testing. He was the one that brought it up. So you got to.
No, he did. USADA is corrupt as well, man. What you
gotta isn't it ironic?
It's incompetent.
The testing for fights. Nobody was doing it.
2015 for the Floyd Pacquiao fight. They asked for Vada. Floyd declined Vada.
You start at 185 and you just walking through guys all fast.
But Jalik, isn't it ironic that Floyd was the one that was holding up the fight because he wouldn't do drug testing, yet he was the one who failed the drug test? Isn't that ironic?
It is ironic.
I didn't see that. You got to put the link in. I never seen him fail the drug test.
IV, the whole IV.
I never seen that. Put the link in. And also too, let me ask you guys this. I like the monster. I want to get behind him, but I want to see him do Vada. What's wrong with that?
So why you defending Floyd for not doing Vada then?
Floyd because Floyd. It was a different era. This was 2009 when it was
2015 Pacquiao fight.
Kind of new, and he was
what about Lomachenko?
Around 2013-12.
Vada was kind of new. You get what I'm saying?
2015 Vada was around.
Y'all like the monster. Unbiased think he's better than Lomachenko.
But what? No, but you're saying Inoue should do Vada, but Lomachenko's not doing Vada either.
That's why I took him off my pound for pound list. You think Inoue is better than Lomachenko? Like, what's up with you, man? I don't understand your logic.
Nah, see, look, I said he's more impressive. You see, look, you like switching up words. For me, I said in my opinion. Again, I said in my opinion, he's more impressive because he's moving up. He's moving up, and he's stopping these guys in brutal fashion.
I think he's much more impressive.
Lomachenko was making people quit. He has less power, but he's making people quit. That's impressive, my friend. Making people quit.
That's impressive too. But if the guy is knocked out, I would much rather. I'd say that's a little more impressive to me than the guy just quitting in his corner. Like the guy who's knocked out, he had no option.
Okay. Let me counter that, right, guys? Do you remember whenever Sugar Ray Leonard had a rematch with Duran? He made him quit.
Yeah.
Right.
So what do you think about that?
That's impressive. That's very impressive. You know what I'm saying? That's very impressive. But
that is impressive.
Hey, Tommy Temper, he just like power. He's drunk off power. He's drunk off power.
No. I'm saying the technical ability of Inoue is good too. I've seen him go 10 rounds. I forget the guy's name he went 10 with, and it was good. It was a good fight. He knows what he's doing.
Hold on. Let me just ask Unbiased a question. Unbiased, are you saying that like from like a boxing fan point of view, where you prefer to see a knockout than someone just say no mas?
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I'd much rather see the guy get slept. You know what I mean? I'm not taking again. Let me just finish. Let me finish my sentence. I'm not taking away the fact that Lomachenko's making guys quit. That's impressive as well. But in my opinion, when you sleep him, he has no option. He has no option to quit. He's already slept. He's out. That's it.
Conclusive.
So it's conclusive. Exactly. It's done. He's out. Now, but making them quit
is more impressive.
Making them quit is impressive too.
Because I'll tell you why quitting is more impressive. I know he's a bigger puncher, obviously. We don't really, but before Lomachenko's about to knock guys like Walters and Rigondo out, okay, you could go about like whatever, you know, if you don't rate those wins as high as other guys, but Lomachenko's denied knockout wins over those guys because they quit. So quitting is, I think, to make someone quit is probably better than knocking someone out, because when you knock someone out, they can't do anything about it.
Exactly.
When they quit, they chose. But I wouldn't say lately Lomachenko hasn't made anyone quit like Pedraza went the distance.
Yeah, that's true. And I know
who's the other guy. So he
maxed out.
I think
Yeah, but see again, nobody's trying to denigrate Lomachenko for making these guys quit. Those guys quit because they knew what was coming, which was they were going to get stopped. So they quit. That's good. But Inoue is not even giving you the option to think about it. You're going to sleep, or you're.
Yeah, he's a
you're
bigger
just
puncher.
quitting.
He's a big.
But I like Lomachenko. His skill sets and abilities are good. I think he's a good fighter.
You don't like him. You trying to switch now. You said he's
I've
trash.
always
Resume was trash.
liked Lomachenko.
You
I've
said
always
his
liked
resume-
Lomachenko.
You said his resume was trash. I think you said
I never
Mikey-
said his resume is
Mikey
trash.
beat him.
I was arguing the fact that I think Usyk's resume is better.
You said Mikey would beat him.
Yo, is
That's
it
my
your
opinion.
advice? You thought Bradis beat Usyk?
It was a very close fight. It could have went either way. I had Bradis was piecing Usyk up, man, in that fight. So if you rewatch it, you could have scored it either way.
I think you could argue a draw. I thought Usyk was
gotta
landing the
see- I gotta
cleaner,
watch
harder
that fight.
shots. It was a close
Nah,
fight.
man, Bradis was Bradis. There was I forget what round
Bradis was
there
on
was.
the ropes a lot as well, though. Late in the 11th, 12th round, I thought Usyk stole the win. Like, not stole it, but I thought he did enough to win. I had a
It was very
7-5.
close.
It
Yeah,
was,
that was a close fight.
but Usyk was. I thought he
It's-
landed like almost. He threw 1,000 punches in that fight. I think.
He did, but he wasn't landing every shot though.
Yeah,
So,
I know
and
he
Bra-
was,
and Bra-
but, I'm
and
saying,
Bra-
but he was landing more though.
Right.
He looked like he was landing the harder, cleaner shots.
Nah, I don't know.
Bra-
Bradis buckled him a couple times in that fight.
Yeah, but if
So-
someone buckles when you land 10, 11 back.
Either way,
punches.
that fight was so close. If you had Bradis winning, I can't be upset at that. If you had Usyk winning, I can't be upset at that either because it was that close. But who has declined since that fight? Bradis has declined. Usyk has only went up. So we know who's the better fighter. That's Usyk, clearly.
Yeah, I think Bridges was probably better than Gassiev as well. Like, we'll never know because if they don't
Yeah.
fight,
I agree with that. Because Gassiev, man, I don't know what's wrong. He
that
seems
was
to
a
like
very
Yeah.
bad performance.
right. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm biased. I take it you're a Nas fan.
Yeah. Not
Who-
stylistically. He's just like one of my I call him an entertainer. He's not
Yeah,
really Yeah, I know
What was
he's
your favorite fight?
my favorite fight was Kevin Kelly because he came
Oh
out
yeah,
to
yeah. That was a war.
yeah, he came not Kevin Kelly, excuse me. Shit, what's his name? Well, Kevin Kelly is one of my favorites too. I like Tom Boom Boom Johnson where he slept him. That was a good fight. And then the guy who beat Mayweather in the amateurs, I forget his name. He stretched him. He left in a stretcher.
That's real stretch status.
Yep.
Hey, real quick, Tommy, man, thank you, man, for coming on. This your first time. What part of UK you from?
I'm not actually from the UK, but I'm Irish, but I live in England.
Oh, you live in England. Oh, okay. So you're
I
Irish.
heard it was the UK. Oh, okay. I thought that was-
No. It's complicated. I won't get into it now, but
I heard about
yeah.
something, yeah, but I thought it was okay. So in America, we could everything that sounds. If y'all sound like how y'all sound, we just say the UK. But I get it though. I heard about Ireland splitting and things like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
I thought that was,
did y'all catch a little bit of the Paulie Malignaggi bare knuckles
Oh, that was-
press conference? and shit,
Yeah.
yo?
What
fired, dog. That's very
Yep.
disrespectful, yo. I'm surprised they won't fire him. Showtime, man, they on some bullshit. That's crazy.
Why is Paulie still fighting? Because if he's doing commentating, surely he's
think it's
made
money.
enough money in his career.
Money.
Paulie
Wow.
is. I think
They offered him
Paulie
a
is
lot of
lost the
money,
plot.
apparently.
Yo, have you guys ever thought Paulie Malignaggi was a good boxer? That's a serious question. I gotta
Yes,
ask
he's a
you.
good boxer. He is a
He
good
was
boxer,
a
but he's
good-
a pillow puncher.
Up until
What
the
fight
Good
made you
boxer,
be like
but not elite.
What's
The
Cotto
Cotto fight.
Cotto
the
fight, that
Cotto
was a
fight?
good-
Okay.
Yeah, I had to
Up
jump
and-
on about that Paulie shit.
After the Hatton fight, I don't think he did much except give Brona, which was a really bad look.
He won a title. I forgot who it was. It was some guy overseas.
Senchenko, but that
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
guy who beat Hatton, wasn't it?
yeah, that was. I think after that, then he was that the time he lost to Brona. Then he didn't really do much.
Yeah, but was that really a loss?
Well,
Yeah,
Brona,
that was so close, man.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I
a
thought
lot of people
Brona
thought
won,
it
but
could
it
have
was
went
a
either
close
way.
fight.
On the
I
press
feel,
To me, AB should have dominated that fight.
I felt AB landed the cleaner, effective shots, but Paulie
Yep.
Malignaggi he did. I think he
More
landed
volume.
more shots though.
In the first
overall,
5-6
in the fight.
rounds, Balnadi was outboxing.
But
Yep.
AB never dominated him, in my opinion.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it was a
No,
close
but
fight.
AB was landing the harder shots.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
cleaner, effective shots.
But to be fair, Paulie was the weakest champion at the time.
Yeah.
That's true. Hell yeah.
Paulie
Yeah.
can't knock shit out, man. Paulie
He
frail
can't-
ass
he can't-
hands.
He can't knock out a gnat if it flew
He
right by
can't.
him.
Paulie can't beat you off him. Let
And he
alone.
trying to, and he can't knock out a gnat, but he trying to go into bare knuckle. You know, hey, it's one thing spitting on somebody, but nigga, hey, I'm telling you, that dude.
Yeah.
What if he gets stretched
Hey,
by this dude?
I
thought
gotta
that
be
was-
honest.
I
though.
thought he was a promoter for this shit until the press conference. I was like,
He
what
both,
the fuck?
Charles.
He's fighting?
Hey, Charles, he both.
Hey.
He promoter / fighter, nigga, other shit.
Dog, he gonna get his ass whipped.
And he gonna commentate before he go in the ring. You know.
Yeah,
I
and
think the key to victory is whoopty whoop, and he gonna get in there.
it's fucking $40. I'm like, man, he did mention something about money. I seen some in the interview, but I was thinking that Showtime might fire him. That's the ultimate disrespect. Spitting on somebody.
Hey, but bare knuckle and boxing gloves is a little bit different. He might have a little bit more of an advantage in this fight just because he has
Boxing.
technique.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's about it.
Hey, but look, man,
what's
he gonna
this bare
get
knuckle
he
shit?
gonna get an Emmy for spitting
Bare
on him, bro.
knuckles.
Watch.
It's bare knuckles. It's not like MMA, right? It's straight hand to hand.
Yeah, bare knuckles.
Oh,
bro.
he gonna whoop that dude ass. I thought the dude had a shot. I thought it was like they fighting with no gloves, like
He got a chin.
all out street fight.
Yeah, it's rules to it, but it's your bare knuckles.
Man,
Yeah.
Paulie gonna cut that dude up.
I don't know about that.
Man, listen, I thought
You
they was
spit on
fighting
somebody,
where
dog.
I thought he does cut up and Paulie can box.
Hey,
You can't grab it.
Are
You
y'all okay with that though? Like having like
can't-
professional bare knuckle competition, man. Niggas is gonna get fucked.
But look at the
up,
gloves they
man.
use in But look at the gloves they use in UFC, nigga. Those handball gloves. Those ain't real goddamn gloves. You punching somebody basically bare knuckle.
But at least the knuckles is kind of covered up. You know what I mean? Niggas gonna be getting
Yeah, with
split.
hard ass leather. The only difference is you getting hit with the knuckle. Flush. Like I mean,
Flush,
flush.
nigga. Flush.
Yep.
Nigga.
No
Face
kicking
gonna
either.
split.
Just
There
straight
ain't
boxing.
no way you going out of the fight clean. No way. You get
Hell
split.
no. Paulie gonna whoop this dude ass.
Wow. So you picking
Paulie was
by-
hella
by KO.
disrespectful. Nigga, Paulie said he was gonna piss on him, hit him with the
Yeah.
microphone, said you like getting slapped, then slapped him with the microphone, spit on him. This nigga Paulie don't give a shit. And I don't think they gonna do nothing to him because he's selling a fight that he's actually participating in.
No, that's weird.
Wow. How come he
'Cause
had
he's
the
trying to
same
sell the
energy when
fight.
Keith was calling him out back in the day?
I know.
He wouldn't dare spit on Keith back in the day. Don't duck
He
me,
ain't
son.
gonna spit on another boxer,
Hey,
let
Black.
alone
Right,
Keith.
right.
Speaking of Keith Thurman, I think I'm looking online. Their press conference in New York is today from him and Pacquiao. Your boy Keith Thurman. Ain't that your favorite welterweight, Black? You said he had the better resume.
Shout out
And
to
the
Keith and Pacquiao, man. You know, first actually this is gonna be Keith first pay review. So you know,
Hey,
shout out to
Julie,
Keith.
Julie,
I like how you deflected my questions, boy. You get good at this shit, Black.
hey, Julie, when are we gonna get
Jalik,
a?
you are the king at that shit. 'Cause
Yeah,
you won't answer.
facts.
You won't
It's
You
funny.
won't answer
Somebody
shit, but you'll
got to it,
ask
though.
a
Shout
million
out to Black,
questions.
man. Make sure y'all smash the like button, man.
Hey, Jalik, but when are we gonna get the AJ versus Wilder press conference? That's a question you don't want to answer. So
Nah, y'all don't want to answer my question because y'all be double talking.
Hey, so Charles, man, what's your thoughts on this whole thing, man? Deontay Wilder won 2 Emmys, man.
I thought y'all was clowning.
Is this the benefits of ducking? You know, congratulations to him, though. You know what I mean? You ducking the biggest fight. Duck the biggest fight in boxing, you get awarded, man. God damn, boy, times have changed.
Yo, on some G shit, I thought y'all was clowning. I swear to God, I thought y'all was clowning. I was like, what the fuck did he win an Emmy for? I'm sitting here listening to this shit. Like, I'm in the crib chilling like he won an Emmy. These niggas is roasting.
Charles, so it's true, bro. He won 2 of them. What do you feel he
For what?
did?
What did he get 2 Emmys for?
I'm trying to understand. Help us out, Charles. You was at the last fight, man. Did you think that him stretching Dominic Brazil was good enough for him to win the Emmy?
It was a hell of a fucking knockout. I don't even know what consists of winning a fucking Emmy. Don't Tom Brady or some shit win like such shit like that?
It was for
Do you think Deontay Wilder is even worth being mentioned amongst like guys like Tom Brady and the LeBron Jameses of the world and the guys on that level? Because let's look at his last 2 fights. He fought to a draw with Fury, and he knocked out Dominic Brazil in the first round, a guy who was already being knocked out by AJ in the 17th fight. But he won 2 Emmys though.
Man, I'll award this nigga with an Emmy if he could get the fuck in the ring, man. If these niggas just get in the ring, they both deserve a fucking Emmy, an Oscar, a Grammy. Just
for
get your asses
courage,
in the
huh?
fucking ring, man.
Give him an Emmy for courage if he can get in there with AJ. Just for that alone. You know what I mean?
Give them both that shit, man. Both these motherfuckers with this dick swinging contest shit, man. I'm getting tired of this shit.
Wow, man.
This
So,
shit
I
is
mean-
frustrating. Like I'm starting to just want niggas to lose, just on the strength. Just,
That's
just so
what
niggas can,
Caliber said.
yeah, man. Just for niggas to just get humbled real quick, man. You saw what happened to Charlo. His ass, moment of silence, humble pie. That nigga had to. I don't think he regrouped because he's still talking the same dumb shit, but
Nigga.
dumb
But
niggas
you know,
will respect it a
Leonard Ellerby
little
hyping
more.
him up.
Who's hyping who up?
Leonard Ellerby like, no, talk your shit, Jamel. You ain't gotta be humble for them. Talk your shit.
Yeah, that was.
Don't listen to Nostrils. Don't do that.
Nostrils, fuck Nostrils. He get on my nerves too, man. Motherfucker. Talk about these fights don't need to happen for Tank when Tank got all this smoke with niggas calling him out. And not we're moving at our own pace. Nigga, he is a champion. That he's not a prospect. That shit's out the window.
Yep.
And I don't want to see him fighting fucking 126 motherfuckers.
Yeah, he fighting.
Handle your business. Cause Loma got his foot on your neck. You talk about fucking Gary Russell, Santa Cruz. You calling everyone else but Loma. Loma like the Candyman for that nigga.
Tevin Farmer. And it's crazy.
And I think he'll beat them.
Hey, Roddy Rodriguez in the chat says he won it because the statement in the show to this day on All Access. Oh wow.
So this
Niggas
nigga won
coming
an
up
award for coming up with a catchphrase?
to this day, and he got 2 Emmys. God damn. Hey man, we
Man,
gotta
you know
come
how
up
many
with a
fucking
nice
catchphrases
catchphrase.
I come up with, man? Niggas need to give me an Emmy.
Right, Charles. Yours coming next, bro.
Yeah, mail me my shit.
You know what I mean?
Do y'all think Tank gonna make weight for his next fight?
Hell no.
I need an Emmy. I need an Emmy for coming up with "Truth is the New Hate," nigga. I need my
Fodder or
Emmy for
nada.
that. Fodder or nada, goddamn it. Let's go.
Look, they owe you 2. You tied up with them.
Two, nigga. To this day, nigga. I need my shits. All niggas gotta do is talk shit and win Emmys.
Tank gonna struggle, dog. To make 130, that boy's gone. That boy gonna hurt.
Up. He need to move up. Like, what are they doing?
But he's small and height, but he could pack on some weight. How big is this little nigga right now? Like 170?
Probably like 175.
At least, my nigga.
Nigga look like a fucking garbage pail kid. His head all fucking fat, his neck puffy. They got a belly and shit. He ain't. I don't see him making 130. I don't see him making 130. He gonna struggle to make that shit.
He already missed weight against some. I forget who it was. Yeah, that shit ain't no joke, man.
I forgot the Spanish dude too. He lost his belt on the scale. But the next fight he came in, nigga looked like a fucking fiend, and then rehydrated back up. It looked like it hurt for him to make 130. His face was all sunken in. It's like, damn.
Damn, how niggas be making that weight, bro.
And then he unprofessional as hell. And nigga talk about, nah, I don't get into shape until it's fight time. Nigga, someone's gonna whoop your ass on the strength of that shit. You can only hang on to that talent shit, but for so long, man, because your body's gonna.
Wow.
He said that shit on the Breakfast Club, nigga.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he said he don't get in shape until it's fight time. Until he know he has a fight is when he gets in shape.
Wow. Why would you invest in it? Oh, wow. I never heard that. Wow.
Hey,
That's why
y'all know this
that's why
guy
I call that nigga. I call him undisciplined ass motherfucker.
Nobody know that motherfucker. Showtime, man. Showtime, man. They better watch it. That's all I'm gonna say. The zone ain't
no, because someone's gonna fuck around and sleep this little undisciplined motherfucker, man. That's what I'm saying. You struggling. His camps is basically to make weight. Like he ain't trying to hone in on his skill and shit like that. He's sitting there. His whole camp is basically shit. I got to get to 130. It's basically what I'm getting. The vibe that I'm getting from his little ass. Like fuck it, the power's there. My punches there. I do light spar. He said he does light sparring.
Light sparring, huh?
Mm-hmm. He gonna get in the ring and somebody gonna shock the shit out of his little ass.
Yeah.
Well, I can't call him little in height, but somebody gonna shock his little fat ass.
Yeah. It's just crazy, man. Because like you said, niggas be looking like a fiend on weigh-in day, but out, you know what I'm saying, outside of fights, in between fights, these niggas is fucking around like a motherfucking basketball and shit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like
bro.
nigga, that's why you gotta respect like the Gary Russells, the fucking Santa Cruz. Them motherfuckers don't blow. You don't never see them motherfuckers out of shape.
And they're around the same height. Him and Tank. Yeah, Russell.
Him and Gary Russell, they short.
Shape.
Hey,
guys that's
shape.
yeah.
Yep.
Shakur's always in shape.
Shakur, yep.
You know, shout out to Bud. Bud always in shape. It's niggas that just stay in shape, bro. They fight ready. Them the type of niggas you can't just pull up on short notice and say, yo, nigga, you know, got to fight for you next week. Okay, nigga, I've been training. What you talking about? You know?
That's exactly how Bud got his fucking. That's how Bud got notoriety. Who's the nigga that Bud? They took Bud on short notice. That
Prescott.
nigga whipped his ass. He beat the shit out of Prescott on what, 2 weeks notice?
They try to do a short day notice on that nigga.
Yep, and he was fighting at 135. He moved up to 140 and fought Prescott. Remember, Prescott was like not too long had knocked out homeboy in the first round, Amir Khan.
Yeah, niggas was looking at Bud like he was just a replacement. Nah, that nigga was more than a replacement.
Hey, did y'all see when Bud
took the fuck off from there?
Did y'all see Bud break down like when first he was kind of getting held back, he wasn't really getting fights, and then when he got the opportunity to spar Bradley pretty much had to like
that was great.
Speak up for the nigga.
Yeah, I seen that on his Instagram. Shout out to Bud. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, and Tim Bradley even offered to buy him out from that dude Cameron, and Cameron's like, nah, I'ma hold him. Now that he got the fucking stamp of approval, I ain't letting him out that easy.
Yeah,
I'm sitting on a gold mine.
Next? Is he gonna fight Kell Brook next, or who he fighting next?
I don't know if he'll fight.
I heard it was.
I wouldn't be mad at Kell Brook.
I heard it was Kell Brook. Hopefully, man, them niggas try to freeze him out. That's some bullshit.
You can't freeze him out. He got a strap, dog. Eventually, you gonna have to go through him for undisputed, man. This is what niggas don't understand.
So dumb, right? Like a nigga got a strap, and they talking about freezing out a nigga. With
and it ain't like he got one of them. It ain't like he got. It ain't like he got some bullshit belt.
But if you don't think you can win, if you don't think you can win, and you don't want to be embarrassed, outboxed and knocked out, it's easier to just not take the fight, especially if you're making good money fighting lesser competition. That's how the day's boxing is, you know. It's sad, but
listen.
It's sad, but
undisputed is on the line. You got to come through Bud's side of the street to get that undisputed status.
But who is he gonna fight in the meantime? He can't just sit around wait till the one person got 3 belts. That's probably gonna take to 2021 according to them. Because I heard Danny versus Mikey gonna fight the winner of Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. And
okay, so that's cool. And then you get Porter and this motherfucker out the way, and Crawford get that nigga Ugas or Brooke. Who else is in?
Hey, you heard they trying to make Ugas saying what's the boy name? Omar Figueroa.
Black, I've been said that shit, man. You try to ignore me. I've been bringing that shit up. What you talking about?
I'm talking to Charles.
That's not a bad matchup. I wouldn't. Then who the fuck is Bud gonna fight? Bud need a name. Can't just throw him in there with some light shit. I mean, you can, but that's not what we want to see.
Kell Brook.
I'm not mad at the Kell Brook fight.
Yeah, fight somebody, man. That's crazy, man. I don't like the way that's happening with my boy Bud, man.
Until these other prospects come up and get their feet wet with a little bit of stiff competition, shit. The little young boys ain't ready for that action yet. Ennis ain't ready for none of that smoke, even though he ain't fight nobody in the top fucking 15. Ortiz on his way up, like Ugas, Brook, Collazo, if he's still around.
What's the next event you think you're gonna make, Charles, out there? Because it'd be cracking in the East Coast, man. Barclays and shit.
Yeah, they were saying that the Spence Porter fight was supposed to be fucking at the Barclay or Vegas. If that shit's at the Barclay, you know where I'm at.
You got a date?
Hell no, I ain't got no fucking date, man. I just know it ain't in August like everybody else.
God damn, man.
They didn't say the fight was off, but they damn sure ain't giving us a fucking date like Pacquiao and them. At least they got a date. It's done.
Can you be extremely confident that fight's gonna happen when Spencer's entertaining a Canelo? And I almost feel like that's misdirection, man.
He needs to fucking leave Canelo alone, nigga. You got
Canelo's hella trying to be undisputed. Okay,
you got. He should be trying to do the same thing in his fucking division.
Please say that.
Tackle Porter. Wait for whoever the fuck wins out of. Well, he can't even get whoever wins out of Pacquiao and Thurman because the winner's supposed to get the Garcia fight. But if you could get past Porter, if that shit happens, nigga, grab that fucking strap from Bud. Even though I would wait to see that fight last, I would want to see that last for all the straps. But fuck it, if you got an opportunity to get at Crawford and y'all both talk about that's the fight that everybody want to see, Nigga, go grab that third strap.
Mhm.
And by that time, whoever Garcia, Thurman, or Pacquiao, Garcia, whoever the fuck is fighting for that other strap, then you go over there fucking undisputed.
Man, you know, he gonna say that same shit Wilder was saying. You know, it's a brutal sport. We need to make the most money. The head ain't meant to be hit. All that
Man,
shit,
listen,
man.
I hear any of
And
that
then-
shit
and
from
then he
any
gonna
other
get that-
fighters. I'm not watching this fucking sport no more.
And
They
then
piss my ass.
Showtime gonna get him that Emmy, like Deontay. That's how they doing now, bro.
It's
Benefits
so
of ducking.
easy for undisputed right now. This is look at this time in boxing right now. It's easy for everyone to be fighting for undisputed right now. 175 niggas don't want to fight. Niggas got excuses. 168. Let's see if your boy Boo Boo wants to fight Canelo or they go another fucking route. Who the fuck knows with that shit? 147, 154. I think they're gonna do it. J-Rock's waiting on whoever fucking wins out of the Harrison fight.
Harrison versus J-Rock.
That's gonna and they want that 140. They doing it now.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck is the problem with 147? And this shit is and then the
Heavyweight
divas and the heavyweight.
147.
These niggas is divas. This shit is annoying.
Yo, fellas, I appreciate. Hey, Black, I appreciate you having me on the show, man. Until next time, and
Yes,
don't
sir.
forget our battle. You've been ducking me too. I see how to fade me. You try to ignore me. We gonna get it in. We gonna get our fade in. One on
Jalik,
one.
you got selective ass hearing. Jalik can ask you 50 million questions, won't answer nan one of them
Trying to duck
motherfuckers.
me. Black trying to duck me. It's cool. We gonna get her fade in. Until next time, fellas. Peace out.
Peace out.
This nigga Trav talking about this nigga's nipples again.
No way. He is.
Come on, Trav, man. Leave the nigga nipples alone.
He said that recently in the comment?
Yeah, he said he wonders what happens if someone punch Spence in the nipples.
He said it was side of nipples, man.
You know what I mean? What's gonna happen, Trav? Milk gonna fall out the motherfuckers?
I gotta hit
PEDs
up Trav
gonna come
today. He was
sprinkling out those shits.
That nigga showing me how to get into the bed and shit, man. So I gotta hit him up today. He gotta show
Yeah, I
me how
lost
to get
money
down with
fucking
that.
with. Nah, it's not hard to. It's not hard to do. You just got to pay attention to some of the shit that they do, because some of it is easy money. Well, I can't say that because fucking Khan punk ass cost me some easy money. I was like, yeah, this nigga gonna make it to the 8th round. Nope, that didn't happen.
What? You picked Khan to make it to the 8th?
Hell yeah. I thought he'd make it to at least the 8th.
That's
You
why
put
he
100 down.
throwing drinks and shit.
No, well, we is all just throwing drinks because the way the fight ended, it was on some bullshit. He quit.
Yeah.
But I thought he would have made it to the 8th. Like, come on, nigga, he punched you in the thigh. You quit because of a Charlie horse? Like, come on, my nigga. Fuck out of here. You
It
just
didn't even
want no
take
more
the
of that
full
shit.
5. He didn't even take the full 5, man.
Yeah,
That's
when he
all right
could have,
shit.
that nigga was getting his ass whipped, and I'm like, shit, I put $100 down on that shit. I think I'd have made 600 if he'd have made it to the 8th. I didn't pick him to win the fight. I just picked him to make it to the 8th round.
Mm-hmm.
All I needed to do was hear round 8, ding. All right, cash me out.
Right.
That's it. I don't give a fuck what happened after that. He could have took a nap after that shit. Let me get my money first.
Man, oh man.
Or if you want to
So-
walk with a limp, nigga, shit.
Right. So at the end of the day, man, it was a good discussion, man. I wish you would have came on earlier, bro. Wish you would have came on earlier, man. We had quite a few people on. We had
Yeah. I was listening. I was in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't do it yet. I was getting ready to go, do my Vada shit in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm telling you, you piss on the cup more than them niggas. I'm definitely more than them niggas in USADA, but probably more than them niggas in Vada for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these niggas I piss like 3 times a week or some shit like that. Easy.
Mm.
I
Trav
drink hella
says
Cerdo.
Trav says Shady Slim just posted a vid saying that Wilder did $700K on Showtime with 13,000 in attendance. Trav says you was never watching, nigga. Stop lying. Nigga, Trav, man.
Fuck out of here, Trav. You know I ain't watching these niggas' nipples.
Yeah, bro.
I turn to you for that information.
Right. Like, nigga.
Exactly. I ain't checking for symptoms. If they pop, they pop. This nigga like this nigga got
nipple increases and shit.
Yeah, exactly. This nigga areolas are huge. Look at the acne on his back. Like, nigga, I'm not looking at none of that shit.
Wow.
You eventually they taking your blood. You gotta take piss too. You're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
So
Tommy
then
I don't know why he didn't ask you on the live feed, but yeah, Tommy right there. He said, "Are you a boxer?"
Oh, nah. I'm on parole.
He said, "No, I'm retired." Parole put that shit on retirement, nigga.
Yeah, parole. I'm on papers. I ain't on Vada. I'm on strict urine testing.
Right. Yes, sir. Well, we're gonna shut it down, man. We've been on since like 7 something, man. But any closing thoughts, man? You know, you want to send some you know what I'm saying, some salutes and some accolades to Deontay Wilder, man.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was saying that shit. As soon as you said you want to give accolades, I was like, this nigga going right after Deontay Wilder with this bullshit.
Saying, bro, this is, you know, open free platform, man. Anybody can give you know.
Fuck them Emmys, man. Get your ass in the fucking ring, man. Fuck you, crazy. Fuck them Emmys, nigga. There's a nigga holding 3 other straps.
Yep. You know.
You want to impress me? Do that. Get them straps. Both of y'all motherfuckers with this dick swinging contest and the networks and the promoters and all the politics and all this shit, man. Fuck that. Get in the fucking ring. Errol Spence better be fighting fucking Sean Porter, man. Unless he fighting Bud Crawford or some shit like that, I'm cool. But if it ain't Porter next or Crawford, I don't want to see shit else.
You know they're gonna give him a pass though, Charles. If he don't fight Sean, they're gonna come up with some narrative out here.
Yeah, fuck that. I will not watch that division anymore.
Man. It's crazy, man. It seems like we're the only ones, man, trying to
I'll stick to 140. I'll stick to 154. I'll stick to fucking 160. I won't watch shit.
Damn. It's crazy,
even
man.
though that it ain't hurting nobody, but fuck it. I'm not paying for a pay-per-view. I ain't doing none of that shit.
Hey man, I hope you listening, bro. You know, yes, you are great for your fighters. But you're hurting the sport of boxing, man. You really are.
If he fucking exists,
right?
Sam Watson.
Al Heyman is really Sam Watson. You know what I mean? That's a lot of people think. I don't know who he is, man. You know, it's a lot of mysterious shit with PBC. We don't know who Al Heyman is. We don't know about this back end money shit. All kind of crazy stuff.
Has anybody ever heard this motherfucker speak?
I haven't. I've seen some pictures. But that's it.
Everyone's seen pictures of this old motherfucker, but do we know that's him? Has anybody ever heard him speak?
That's a good question, bro. How do we know that that's really Al Heyman, right? They could have just be using somebody else's random image.
Yeah, this nigga could have died like 30 years ago. Fuck it, nobody checking for him.
You know, like you ever seen The Last Dragon?
Which one? The Bruce Lee one or the fucking the Bruce Leroy one?
Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Remember that nigga was looking for the master and he found out it was a motherfucking computer?
Yeah, the fortune cookie shit.
Like, what Al Heyman's just some made up shit. He's a computer. Like, oh, this nigga's some made up shit?
That shit wouldn't surprise me, especially with the way technology is today.
Yeah.
Shit, that nigga like Siri. He a black Siri.
What if it was created to, you know, put that blame on somebody who we don't never met? We don't even know nothing about him, man. Just to deflect and put all the attention, you know, on that. What if Floyd and LB is really the bosses, man? Because you notice how they came out. Like, why would Floyd say some shit like, you know, the Spence fight ain't gonna happen with Crawford? Like, nigga, who are you? Are you Heyman, nigga? Are you?
Yeah, then LB speaking on Spence Crawford. Like, fuck, what the fuck do you got to do with Spence? You definitely ain't fucking with Crawford, so you can't be speaking for him.
Mm-hmm.
So you speaking for Spence. Talk about, yeah, he don't need that fight. Who the fuck are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bowling ball nose having ass, man. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Stop talking.
That nigga's nose having ass.
Yeah, exactly. You known for rubbing Floyd's shoulders and thighs in the corner, nigga. Other than that, I don't know what the fuck you do after this shit.
Exactly, my nigga.
What the fuck is your role besides talking people out of fights?
Right. And
big nose
moist behavior. Moist behavior and talking about how niggas is gonna be ducking and how it's okay.
Yeah, this nigga be talking Tank out of fights.
He's gonna be fine. He's a superstar and the fans gonna love it.
We're gonna move him at our pace, nigga. He is not a prospect. That is a champion.
Champ.
You need to move his ass in the pace in the direction of other champions. These niggas is calling his ass out left and right. He talk about he gonna be active, fight 3 or 4 times a year. This nigga only fought once.
So many lies and contradictions.
One fucking time. Is he gonna fight 2 times between now and fucking December? And against who?
And what weight?
Exactly. This nigga end up debuting at welterweight.
Right. You're gonna be making niggas catch weight. You're gonna have to fight niggas have to fight him at like 138. and shit.
He gonna
Tank
do
weight. The tank weight.
The Braun and the Canelo just come in at their own little fucking weight. I'll fight you at 144. Like, you undisciplined motherfucker.
Right. Be like, if you want a big
144.
payday.
Exactly. It's either
the money's at
147 or 140.
The money's at 138 with Tank.
Yeah, who fights at 138, nigga, besides you?
Right.
And that's because what you can make.
Yeah.
Fat fuck.
And they said that was Evan Farmer was going in. That nigga said that was his chick that was recording, going and shitting on him, roasting him. I'm like, damn. He was like, damn, that's how your chick do, roast you. They were saying like, what did he say? But you supposed to be a boxer, right? They say they boxing them plates or some shit. I was like, damn, bro.
Yo, when him and Tevin Farmer fight, man, that shit ain't going the distance. If they ever fight, that shit ain't going the distance. Them niggas really got bad blood. See, I like shit like that.
But will we ever see it though? See, the fights the fans really want to see. We gotta go through the fucking hula hoops and shit.
Nah, I ain't jumping through shit. If these niggas ain't fighting, I'm just not fucking with them. Fuck your pay-per-view. I don't give a fuck if it's on Showtime, nigga. I ain't watching that shit. I got better other shit that I could be fucking doing. Fuck that. You ain't gonna get my viewership.
What's up, Mexican fight fan? Hey, Charles Boxer Monster says in the chat, he says, Black, I saw a video with Barbershop Fred picking up Schaefer, kissing his ass, but everyone says Schaefer is a snake in the grass. Do you know anything about Schaefer? I don't know him like that. You know anything about Schaefer like that, bro? Richard Schaefer?
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, I'm not even qualified.
The only thing I know about Schaefer was what didn't he fuck? It's either Suleiman or he fucked with De La Hoya.
I thought it was De La Hoya. He used to run Golden Boy at first, or something like that. He helped to run Golden Boy Promotions.
I know his name isn't a lot of big fights though. He made a lot of big fights happen.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, but Fred kissing his ass, I don't know what the fuck for. He ain't making this fucking Wilder fight happen. He ain't doing shit special out here in these streets.
Yeah.
Besides sitting at the fights talking shit. Hi, fucking, he's a fucking rich ass banker. That I know that's his background.
Mm-hmm.
Probably helping Heyman fund these fucking fights, helping him find lenders and shit.
Mm-hmm. Man, well, you mean sum it up, bro. I mean, once again, shout out to Deontay Wilder on winning his two Emmys. The blueprint, man. It's the benefits of ducking. Become a champion, duck undisputed. And just look spectacular. Get an opponent in front of you that you can beat, knock them out, really, really bad, possibly like early, like in the first round. And then you'll get rewarded with that, man. 2 Emmys. And you got, some good media people out here or some biased media people out here that will actually do their part to make it seem like you're the face of boxing and all of that shit. Y'all can have all of that. You know what I mean? Y'all can have all of that.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah. So staying focused. Staying focused it was all about undisputed, the best fighting the best. Guys might talk that shit, but they ain't really about that shit, man. They really not, they contradict themselves a lot of fanboys, a lot of biased media, and you guys are agenda pushers. That's what you guys are. You know what I mean? And y'all not keeping the same energy. You know what I mean? Wilder went from one face, one name to now, y'all gotta wait. Good things come to those who wait, looking ass nigga. And
he talking about 50-50. This I don't see it.
Talking about 50-50. He talking about he got to make the most money to take that fight. Before the Brazil fight, you was a killer. When you asked about Joshua, it's a dangerous sport. See, you gotta pay attention. Hollywood Wilder.
The only way that shit even comes close, and they was better off with the 60-40 from the jump street and avoid all this bullshit we going through. But if that's the case, the only way that the bargaining ship is closer is that Fury holding on to that fucking stupid lineal bullshit. If he beats Fury, then maybe it's a little more closer for as far as like bargaining ships, as far as negotiating. But shit, man, I don't really give a fuck at this point. Just get the fuck in the ring, man.
Yeah.
Because if he struggles with Ruiz, then people gonna talk their shit. It's gonna be a double-edged sword with these motherfuckers. Push the fight back even longer. Fuck that. I hope one of these niggas lose.
Mm-hmm.
Someone got to go down. This bullshit got to stop.
And that's not hating. It's just like you want to see undisputed. So if these guys that's holding these straps is not doing it, you'd rather see somebody else get the strap who has that mentality, who actually wants to get in there and become undisputed.
And if people keep talking about let it marinate, yo, this shit that boiled
Fuck
over.
that,
It's
man.
past
Fuck that.
marinating, man.
Yeah.
Niggas was tired when Floyd and fucking Pacquiao was going through that bullshit. It took 6 years. You think niggas wasn't pissed off at that shit?
Some marinating ass niggas,
People
man.
still wanted to pay to see it, but Pacquiao lost like 2 or 3 times in between that fucking. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You supposed to catch Pacquiao right there where he had all that momentum, knocking out Hatton, knocking out fucking De La Hoya. Step right into that fight with all that momentum rolling. Floyd was doing his thing. Boom. That fight probably would have made more money at that point. I mean, they both cashed out. They made hella bread. But imagine if Pacquiao ain't take those L's. Pacquiao was still steamrolling shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger fight. More money, definitely.
Red, what's up, bro? You came back? Came in and
Yeah.
get some words. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I had some shit I had to take care of. I was hoping to get on way earlier, but
yeah, we were just about to shut it down. But you can give your thoughts, man. Your closing thoughts.
Sure, I'll give my closing thoughts. I mean, Wilder just seems to be ducking. He doesn't seem to really want to make the fight.
They both holding that flame.
I just want to address Jaleel real quick. I know he's not on right now. At least I don't think he is. But anyways,
He in
about
chat
the
somewhere.
whole, he's saying he can't pick a bully quitter over Wilder. Well, Wilder's a bully ducker. So, you're going to pick a bully quitter over a bully ducker.
Oh, shit.
But, it's a shame what's going on.
A bully ducker.
It's like I said, right now,
That's funny as hell. Bully ducker. That's like a tough snitch. Yeah, I told nigga. So what?
Absolutely. Well, it's like all a ducker is somebody who is really a quitter who just refused to even get in the ring. So, I mean, Jaleel, I don't know what I guess his logic is double talking. But as far as boxing has the potential to be so much more than what it is with the talent that is there right now.
That's what's
And
so frustrating about it. There's so much talent, but all this shit going on.
Exactly. And I
Niggas acting
mean,
like divas, man.
and in the heavyweight division, there may not be but 4 or 5 really talented guys, but they're not really fighting each other.
Gotta look out for Schwartz, homie.
That's gonna be a war of the ages. Yeah, it's a shame. Boxing has so much potential right now, and the only thing keeping it back are these boxers who get a free pass from a lot of fans for really no good reason. Other than it's usually a tribalistic thing or a race thing, or it's always something not related to the sport of boxing itself. And that's what makes it a big shame, But hopefully these fighters wise up and realize that their legacy is going to suffer in the end. You can get the money and the legacy. Why not? So those are my closing thoughts.
And the money is there, man. The money is there. Like, well, come on, man. Y'all both looking at, everyone keeps focusing on paydays. Like, yo, y'all both gonna get the bag. Who cares? Just get the fuck in the ring.
But you know what, Charles? Charles? What I think it is to piggyback on what you said. These guys, they don't want to lose fame. See what I'm saying? Like they care about the bag, to a certain extent. But a lot of these guys love the idea, like say Deontay Wilder. He got 2 Emmys, right? Guess what? He likes the fact that he can be respected and acknowledged as this heavyweight champion of the world, and he can walk amongst the top celebrities and stuff. If he loses, can he still do that? You feel me?
Look at Mike Tyson. This nigga lost what 6-7 fights. Nigga still call Mike the champ.
But you know what? Mike wasn't ducking those. Mike was fighting the best. Mike was fighting the best, man.
No. I know that, but I'm just saying in comparison about you talk about if he's worried about losing his fame. Like, come on, man.
Right.
These niggas still recognize Mike as the champ. Evander, champ. Riddick, champ. Like Tony, James Lights Out Tony, champ. Even though you can't understand shit he be saying half the time, but niggas still acknowledge him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's legends that done lost and people still respect them. They'll break their neck. They're going to go take a picture, get an autograph. Like the fuck, them niggas ain't undefeated.
And that's what Wilder can do. Wilder can do that. And if he takes a loss in the process, you know what? People are going to be like, yeah, but he was fighting the best. At least,
and Wilder's already going down in history because who's punching like you, dog? You always going to be in the topic of conversation.
Right. Even if you lose and you come back, we know that you still got a good chance to win.
Exactly. You always got that. You always got that equalizer. Can't no one take that from you. So all this, I want the fame and all this. Fuck that shit. I'll fight, lose. Yo, how much did I cash out with? 80 mil? Whew. I don't give a fuck if people walk past me in the street, nigga. See my bank account? I ain't worried about a goddamn thing. I'm healthy. My family's taken care of. I'm good.
Yeah. Some niggas just want that attention though, man. And then like some people are not cut the same. They might take a loss and they may feel like, man, it's too hard, it's too difficult for me to bounce back from this loss, man. I was at the fucking top of the mountain. Now I gotta fucking, you know what I mean, go back to the drawing board and try to work my ass back up there when I was already there, comfortable.
That's the difference between this era and the era of the 90s, man.
Yep.
Motherfuckers did not care. These dudes, divas.
Yep. That's it, man. That's really what it is, man. But big shout out to everybody that participated. You know what I mean? Once again, shout out to Charles D, Red Glove, Unbiased Boxing Talk, Hamed, Tommy that came on for the first time, Excalibur, well, that's his email, but Rasclot, you know. Wish we would have got IOTBA Boxing Talk on this one, but you know, he probably had to work.
Yeah, he was in the chat talking about.
Yeah,
he was in the chats like, yo, just stay on for like 35 more minutes.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll try to catch him on the next one, man. But once catching the playback, y'all let us know y'all thoughts. You know what I mean? If you like the content today, smash the like button. If you're new, subscribe, hit that bell. Big salute to the UDC. Once again, y'all go to the homepage, go to the channels tab, and subscribe to all my brothers in the UDC. I'm the Black Horseman. Once again, we do live streams every morning, weekday mornings, somewhere between 7 and 8 Central Time. So make sure y'all don't miss it every day. Right here, same place. Big salute to the UDC Click. Shout out to True Media. That's everybody that keeps it 100, staying true to who they are, and doing their part in this media, man. We out.
Catch y'all niggas later.